I need $1 bad.
We are live, week 4. We are going to recap the Monday night game. So really quick before we get into our picks for the week 4 slate. First off, the 7:30 game, Jacksonville Jaguars on the road in Buffalo. Jags 10, Bills 47. All Jags money and bets look silly. Bills dominate the game. 338 total yards for the Bills, 239 yards for the Jags. Bills 6.5 yards per play. Jags a measly 3.5 yards. Bills almost double them per play. Bills 6 for 11 on third, 2 for 2 on fourth. No turnovers. Jags, on the other hand, 2 for 13 on third, 4 for 8 on fourth down, 2 turnovers. Yeah, this was a domination. This game was over in the first 10 minutes when the Bills scored twice. The Jags, there's something wrong behind closed doors, and Trevor Lawrence is struggling.
One bright spot, Con. One bright spot. I learned this about Trevor Lawrence. My God, does he throw a rocket of a 1-yard check down? My goodness. These check downs are so pretty. Also, the first man to ever throw it to a person that has been considered dead, an interception. I mean, unbelievable out of Trevor Lawrence. I see why Luke, with a fucking idiot Corona Premier bottle on his head, supports this guy. Unreal stuff.
It's all Doug Peterson. None of it is on Trevor Lawrence. It's all Doug
Peterson.
Peterson. Yeah, he broke
him.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh God.
Get this guy out of here.
You know, it's tough. I mean, Lawrence struggles, throws a really bad pick, overthrows BTJ, and
that was one of the worst throws I've ever seen.
Damar Hamlin just gets a go lucky free pick.
Hospital ball to the ambulance.
Yeah. So really bad game. Jags they got some problems. They got to figure it out. That team is lifeless.
Even if it's not all his fault, they've completely quit on him. Completely quit.
We're 3 weeks into the season.
Corey, do you remember how last year ended when they lost 7 straight? You fucking fuck. They quit on Peterson. They don't like the guy. He doesn't like Trevor. No one likes him.
I don't like Doug P.
I don't like Trevor.
I hate the Jags.
But the fact that you put Trevor Lawrence's bad
there's got to be
Doug
a point.
Peterson
there's got to be a line where you can't.
Does Trevor Lawrence give every excuse. DB? Does he play middle linebacker? They gave up 47 points, bro. I understand Trevor's been bad. I'm just saying, I'm not arguing that. I'm saying Trevor's been bad. That defense is butt cheeks.
Counter argument to that. Joe Burrow's defense gave up a lot of points, and Joe Burrow still had a really good game.
We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that.
That's just a counterpoint.
Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp, he said he didn't play good enough to win, according to Shannon Sharp.
That's incredible.
Shannon Sharp was probably fucking some girl on Instagram Live.
Michelle.
Yeah, no, Jags, the big thing for me was Jags' whole scheme that game was actually kind of insane to run nothing but man coverage versus Josh Allen and the Bills, and then to attack them outside the numbers was insane. So yeah, the whole scheme was unbelievably wrong.
I've quit the Jags. I've quit. Officially, they were my heroine. I'm off.
You'll revisit them. You'll revisit them.
I will revisit them when they figure it out.
Yeah.
What's their?
It might be this week.
What are some other teams that you were backing to start?
Okay, I would
like to say. Move on. Let's
on.
Make a couple points and move on.
To the sports bettors out there, I want to make a note. James Cook, if you notice, sold so many bets. I saw this on Twitter. I couldn't tell you how many I saw that had him at 40+ rush yards. If you look in the fourth quarter when they were up, I think it was 37-10 at that point. He had 40 yards. He goes in 1st and 10, runs it very lackadaisically, loses 1 yard, is not hurt, comes over to the sideline and gets subbed, does not play another yard.
Foul play, you think? Foul play?
We will have another.
I don't know.
We'll have another segment later on someone else selling rushing yards.
Who was that NBA player that was missing all his shots?
Porter. It's Otto.
Jonte Porter.
Otto Porter.
Otto Porter was missing
was-
on accident. He was
Otto
trying
Porter
to
was
nice.
Moving
Yeah,
on.
Jackson.
Wow, what a stunner. I was at this game, Washington Commanders on the road in Cincinnati. I was in the suite watching live, texting to all my line chasers, play by play. This was I gotta say, the quick side note, man, do the Bengals put on a show on primetime days. That was fucking electric. The fucking Coors Lights were flowing. Anywho, Washington Commanders 38, Bengals 33, and this does not reflect the actual score. This game was 28 or 26, I can't remember, to 38 after Washington scored. Bengals score a pointless touchdown in garbage time. But
yeah, 33-38 was
Zach
fine.
Moss.
Yes.
Did.
Oh yeah, my fault.
But to dig into the box score, Bengals actually outgained the Commanders by almost 100 yards, 436 for the Bengals, 356 for Washington. They outgained them in the air. They outgained them on the ground. They outgained them yards per play. Bengals 7.3 yards per play. That's the highest per play yards of the week. Washington, though, no slouch, 6.2 yards per play. I mean, Washington 5 for 9 on third. Bengals 6 for 10. Washington 3 for 3 on fourth. Bengals 1 for 4. Both teams only allowed 2 sacks, no turnovers. The big thing, neither team punted. The Bengals missed a field goal. And couldn't convert in the red zone a couple times, ultimately costing them the game, in my opinion. They settled for a 3. Late in the third. Late in the third, they settled for that field goal.
Yeah, missed one.
The one before half, I don't know what Zach Taylor was thinking there.
Nobody knows what he's thinking ever.
Yeah, so tough loss.
Washington was getting the ball coming out of half.
Before Luca and Brant jump in on this game, because I'm curious to hear you, I want to make a quick note. Don't get me wrong, as a hater of Luke Schultz personally, Brant, nothing against you and your fan base. There's a certain part of me that's glad to see it, but I gotta say, Joe Burrow played lights out. Very impressive to me. So I'm gonna slow down on the Joe Burrow hate here. Jamar's back, Gritty Boy's back. But I think at the end of the day, the round of applause has to go to Jayden Daniels. I mean, executionist on mainly third and fourth downs. Beautiful. But yeah, fun game to watch, but tough loss. Expect a big bounce back from the Bengals here.
And quick note here before they go in. I don't think you understand how impressive it was what Daniels was doing. It was fucking loud. I mean, yeah. I couldn't fucking see straight. I couldn't even imagine being down in the fucking field, playing ball, trying to call plays and call audibles and get everybody set. I mean, unfucking believable.
I don't want to take anything away from Jayden Daniels. He's a rookie. What he did was extremely impressive in a hostile environment. Monday Night Football, prime time, very good. He played against the worst pass rushing. PFF was the worst pass rushing win rate game for a team that they've recorded in the past 4 years. The Bengals defense was beyond atrocious. It was legitimately a joke. They got gifted with the game on the line, a false start to get it to second and 15, and then a sack by trade, or to get the first and 15, sack to get it to second and 21.
Yep.
And they just let them get the freest 10 yards, 11 yards on that stupid little fucking hitch because they couldn't tackle him. Then they get to 3rd and 5, or 3rd and 10, and then Jayden gets it to a manageable 4th down. They go for it, and there was no chance that with any of these 3rd or 4th and short that we were ever stopping him. Jayden was going to make the right play on a read option or something.
It's read option every time. That's what I was about to say.
15 times a game at LSU. He knows what
they were running it through our teeth. It was a joke. And the end the fucking game. It's not the end of the game, but it is what ended the game. 10 men on the field out of a timeout. I'm jumping up and down. We are going to win this fucking football game. We're only down 5. We're going to get the ball back because there's no shot they get this 3rd down conversion because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're coming out of timeout. They don't even have 11 people on the field. And what happens? We get a free rusher off the edge screaming at Jayden Daniels. And he stands in there and throws a 50-yard fucking Hail Mary bomb that I literally thought as soon as it was thrown out, I was like, that is out of bounds. He's thrown it out the back of the end zone. And then the fucking TV camera pans to Terry McLaurin, and he is tracking that thing like a goddamn hawk. And he's got 2 steps on DJ Turner, and it was not even fucking close. It was
Jayden Daniels got popped on that.
He got rocked. And we PI'd Terry. I was low-key hoping they didn't throw the flag because the refs weren't throwing any flags this game for nothing. God, that was just brutal because we were going to win that game. They were not going to stop us. We were going to go down there and score a touchdown and win the game.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Nobody fucking punted. I tell you what, Luke, it looked even more crazier in person.
I'm sure it did.
Yeah, give me some feedback here. I need to hear something out of you.
It's an organizational loss.
Oh God,
I don't have anything to say about this game.
Corey.
I will say the atmosphere. I do know what you're talking about. I was at the last Monday night game when DeMar Hamlin died on the field, and before the game, that Bills game, it was fantastic.
Speaking of atmosphere, I was downtown for that scary, spooky sort of vibe around the stadium of everybody just milling out. It really, it was an interesting vibe.
Yeah.
Awesome. Go Bengals. Now leave that in. Awesome. Well, anything else on the week 3 recap before we move on into week 4 slate and bets?
Want to go over the units first?
Yeah, absolutely.
Trevor Lawrence sucks.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence sucks. Bengals defense is bottom 5.
Katie Blackburn and Mike Brown should be ashamed of themselves. This is what happens when you let your best players walk in free agency. It's DJ Reader and Jesse Bates back-to-back off seasons let them walk, and now our defense fucking blows. We went from having a great defense to
going forward. We potentially from where we were last night with defensive line, we get back Hill and Reader and potentially Murphy and Hill and Rankins and potentially Murphy. And
it can get better.
Jenkins' first game was the Monday night game as well. So that's 4 guys that are potentially going to be playing a lot on our defensive line that we're not playing a lot on Monday.
Bengals. Side Bengals rant. I love Jordan Battle. I think he's a really fucking good player, and he doesn't even get on the field for us because for some reason we decided, I don't know if it was Duke Tobin, Mike Brown in the front office decided that they wanted to spend a top 100 pick on a safety, which is a non-premium position in the NFL draft. They used a pick on him. They played him last year, and then they go out and sign 2 safeties in free agency instead of signing D tackles. And which was a position of need. We signed 2 guys for a position not of need in a non-premium position, and we spent a top 100 draft pick on a guy who doesn't play now because we signed 2 vets.
Battle had plenty of chances to get on the field last year. Nick Scott was the worst safety in the league, and Battle
played, and he was good. That's
for
my point.
2 weeks at the end of the year when it didn't matter anymore.
No, Battle played a lot last year, and he was good. And then they just replaced him because Lou likes Vaughn, and I don't know. Geno Stone was tweeting today, which fuck Geno Stone. Listen, buddy.
I saw his tweet.
I don't know how shit was in Baltimore. Shut the fuck up. Nice little pop you got on the guy who we just let get 10 free yards because we can't fucking tackle. It was a sick hit, buddy. We were getting toasted all fucking night. Stop tweeting and start fucking balling. God.
Stop tweeting, start balling.
Can I read the top reply to this tweet? Is Geno Stone tweeted, y'all really don't be knowing nothing that goes on, and it shows. And the top reply is, you don't have to know much to know that y'all didn't stop them one single time. That defense is the laughing stock of the NFL now. Acting like fans are dumb when y'all got dog walked by a rookie QB is fucking hilarious.
Shut the fuck.
Yeah, just gonna go left to right here. Brant, I think you stayed pretty stationary this week. Didn't lose much, didn't win much. 16.
I think I broke. I think I was exactly even.
Yeah, so good week out of you.
Fuck yeah.
Good week. Progress.
Right track.
Progress.
Right track.
Congrats.
Progress.
On the turnaround. I think I gained like 2 units or so a slower week for me, up 14.2. Connor, I don't know why we're betting 50 units last week, but
we're going to do another 50 this week.
We went down a lot. Time to get it back.
That's exactly right.
Our sharpest player, Tony, he'll be joining us later in the broadcast. He's up 1.5. Connor, look at you.
Give me some, baby.
Yeah.
Give me some. Climbing. Hot week.
Down 5.8 for Hunter, and then Luke, you lost a few. Down 9.
Brian Thomas misses 50 plus by 2 yards.
You got fucked by that.
At one point, it was over. Yeah.
Wait, did he have a negative catch?
He either had a negative catch or there's a stat correction because at one point he had. Yeah, it was.
That's on Doug Peterson.
They're down by 50 the whole game, and we can't get our best receiver to get fit. Whatever.
That's not Trevor's fault, though.
He's not the one that has to throw the ball.
Better of the week. Our IT guy behind the scenes,
Go
you don't
IT.
get to see him. His
Go
name is
IT.
Joel.
Good stuff.
Mostly hitting a 6-unit play on Andy Dalton's
He's
over
free.
and
Throwing
passing
out
yards.
drunk ass picks on the
I don't-
pod, and they all hit.
I don't know if the 6-unit plays will be good for him in the future, but we'll take him now.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Hey, Corey, and if you could. All right, jumping into the week 4 picks, my fucking DraftKings just took a shit. What in the fuck? Hold on, wait 1 second. Sorry, it just fucking shit the
Technical
bed.
errors from the pod.
Technical pod errors.
We are off to a hot start.
We are off
tonight.
to a fucking fire hose of a
Gamer.
start.
Cowboys at Giants.
I got it. I understand. Cowboys
Hey.
on the road at the New York Giants. Dallas, lane 6 on the road, -110. Over under 45.5. Shaded, or 45 even, excuse me. Shaded to the over, -112. Hunter, go ahead and lead us off here.
Yeah. I don't know. This to me is as free as free gets, and we're gonna clip this, and I'm gonna come back to this and realize maybe I'm a fucking idiot. But if we remember, Cowboys went into MetLife last year and put up, I think, a 48 spot,
It was
and
on
the
week
Giants
1.
scored week 1. I think they scored like 0 or 3. I don't even know if they scored. Cowboys -6, 2 units. I do have 2 whale plays for this game. We're coming in hot. I'm riding the hot wave. I'm going to see if I can get these units plus. There's no way, my first one I'm going to lead into, there's no way that a top 3 wide receiver in the league.
Yep.
I saw him on the temper tantrum on the sideline to Dak. No way he's getting this type of treatment again, I don't think. I've done this 2 weeks in a row, and I've lost both weeks in a row. I'm doing it a third one. We're going CeeDee Lamb over 80.5, 3 units. Second one, if anybody's been on Twitter, Malik Neighbors and Trayvon Diggs are going at it on Twitter beef, and I love it. Malik Neighbors put him in a fucking coffin today. I'm going to take Malik Neighbors over 70.5, 3 units.
Wow.
Even if the Giants are getting curb stomp, which I think they will, he's going to catch the ball, and that's been proven this year. So I expect some barbecue chicken out of one of the most overrated corners in the league. So 2 units, Cowboys -6, 3 units on Malik Neighbors, CeeDee Lamb over.
Awesome, Luke. That's spicy, Hunt.
I have a fun stat for the crew here. I looked this one up today because I had it in my mind what it was, but I wasn't positive.
I hope we don't have the same stat. Stat
Daniel
because
Jones
I have
is
a
1-7 against the Cowboys life.
Okay, now here I'm going to give you a stat on the contrary. Dak is 12-2 all time versus the Giants.
Yeah, this is a murder. I literally was like, I can't even remember the last time the Giants beat the Cowboys.
I know.
Yeah. This is a perfect teaser game. I will be looking into this. I feel like Cowboys money line under 51 is pretty free, but I'm not going to make that official play. My one official play for this game is Devin Singletary under 60.5 rushing yards. This is a high line because of how bad the Cowboys have been against the run. Devin Singletary has not carried the ball more than 16 times in a game this season, and I expect them to get boat raced out of the fucking jump. I think they're going to be throwing a lot. I love Devin Singletary under 60.5 rushing yards, 1 unit.
What a find. I love that.
Sharp. Brant?
Yeah, I think the Cowboys are probably the play here. I mean, it opened at 5 and it's up to 6 already, although it's 5.5 in a lot of other books still. But just this spot, a division road favorite on a short week is not a spot I love to play, so I'm kind of staying away from it. And the CeeDee Lamb bet last week pissed me off. Dak throws for 400 fucking yards and CeeDee doesn't get his over. I couldn't believe that.
That's why I love it this week, and I'm really tempted to jump on it with Hunter. I'm not gonna.
I think
I like
it has to
I'm not
hit.
gonna do it.
I think one of Tony's rants when he gets in.
Yeah, it will be.
Can't wait.
Corey?
Yeah, I'm just piggybacking on the history between these two teams. I think it's pretty clear the Cowboys coming off a very disappointing loss to Baltimore, which I think a lot of us had. I don't think anybody was on the Cowboys last week. However, I'm going to be on the Cowboys this week, so I'm going to take them -6. Here, I like them against the Giants. I don't think the Giants are anything special. I like that defense a little bit, though, so maybe lean the under.
How many units?
Yeah, Corey,
1
units
unit.
on that. I have an interesting prop. It's just a lean. It's Brandon Aubrey over 1.5 field goals, -140. Just a lean.
Thunder, that's crazy.
Just a lean. Aubrey's automatic, but
what's his extra points at? I wonder if you could get him at like
2.5. I don't like that.
Points.
I don't like it.
I feel like they could score.
But yeah, like I was saying, Cowboys and Dak are 12-2 all time versus the Giants. And there is not a team needing to win more than the Dallas Cowboys. But at this price, it's a pass for me on the side in the total. So I have no plans.
Yeah, I agree with you guys that the Cowboys are a better team here, but I wouldn't have no idea how you would look this up. But I would wager that division home dogs of 6 or more on Thursday probably cover at a pretty decent rate. But
yeah, I agree.
Money on the Giants in this.
Yeah, it's a no play for me at that price. Moving on, Pittsburgh Steelers on the road in Indy. Steelers -1.5 on the road, -112 shaded to the road favorite. Over under 40. Hey, we're seeing 40s, Corey. We're seeing that 40 totals.
I literally had my notes
over under 40. -110. We're here, baby. We're here. Corey, go ahead and start us off here on the Steelers.
Yeah, as usual, no play on this game betting wise. However, let me just quickly say something. I'm all on the Jussie train. We are riding him until the wheels fall off. He is the franchise quarterback for the next 10 years. Go ahead and pitch Russell Wilson to the Dolphins.
Absolutely.
They need him. And
dude, that's actually
let's roll. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
That's actually a genius. We should call IT right now and say, hey, go ahead and get you a little 4th round pick. Call it a dub, and we move on.
This is also is crazy.
My guarantee.
I know, insane.
Guarantee the Pittsburgh Steelers will win the AFC North this year.
Well, that's not very bold because
it's
not very bold. Right now. Hunter, you got anything on this?
Yeah. Not too much here. I'm gonna go Steelers -1.5, 2 units. I don't necessarily love this line. I think AR might have honestly a pretty good game. I just for some reason I'm feeling. I know.
Wow.
That's
wow.
And my only thing with it is I just think he's going to be pressured a little too much. Colts O-line to me hasn't impressed me at all this year. They came in as one of the probably top 5 O-line in the NFL still. And they just haven't shown it. And AR's incapability to throw the ball. I don't know. So I'm just going to hopefully pray. The Steelers offense to me is still, his team can't score more than 20 points. But
that number's going to keep going up.
Okay. Well, I think this defense is good enough to limit him. I would lean the under, but the number scares me because I don't know why it's this high. Yep. So I'm not going to touch it. But Steelers -1.5, 2 units.
I think this line is stinky. Because I think that the Steelers should be at least a field goal favorite in this spot, even on the road. Colts don't have a good home record. They haven't for a couple years now. And the total is so off to me. I don't understand. I guess it's because the Colts defense is like really bad, but
injuries.
I'm staying away from this. I don't understand how the Steelers aren't a bigger. It just seems fishy to me. That's why I'm with Hunter that I low-key think the Richardson might honestly have a good game. I think the Colts, Vegas knows something here. I don't know what it is. They know something.
I'm hoping they don't.
Brant?
Corey, his whole thing about not betting the Steelers annoyed me so much.
Why?
So I am going to continue to bet the Steelers in Corey's place.
You can do it for me. Do it for me.
Taking a unit on the Steelers spread in this one because I think that the Steelers run defense is going to be able. This is my bet last week. The Dobbins under hit and the Steelers spread against the Chargers, who only run the ball.
Sure.
It's the same reasoning as last week. And Highsmith, he's not a run stopper, is he?
He's not going to play this
out.
week, though.
He's out.
Right.
He avoided IR.
He's not a run stopper. He's a pass rusher, right?
Yeah, correct. But Herbig is his replacement, and he had 2 sacks last week.
Great game.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't think the Colts can have any offense if they can't run the ball. So
take the money line, Brent. To get fucked by the
I'm gonna get into that. right now and explain why you should. My play is Steelers money line 3 units. Don't take the points. It's minus 125. It's
So
not
Is it
worth
Give
one?
it.
me-
We have it at 1.5
give me-
right now.
It's 1.5 at minus 112 or the money line for minus 125. If you take the
Take
points,
Steelers.
you are silly.
Corey, change my 2 units to the. You guys are convincing me here.
Yes, the money
Change
line.
to
Do
money
not
line,
take the
please.
points. You're talking
Sure, I'll do the money
13
line,
points
too.
of juice. I mean, that's
I had it
insane,
at.
so.
I had it.
Did you guys see the text I sent today when I was looking at the Eagles line? That shit just pissed me off looking at it.
But to get to my point on the Steelers money line 3 unit play, Pittsburgh has been the most surprising 3-0 team in the NFL right now. Has been looking better offensively every week, hence the higher totals. And Fields has been growing as a player every week as well. Steelers have been nothing short of impressive as a team. On the other hand, Colts.
I literally
Colts.
see the
Yep,
He's
bullet
reading off
points
a prompter.
Yep.
in my head.
These are my
the
notes.
bullet points are in my head, and I can see.
These
them.
are my notes. These are my notes. Hey, when you write an extensive note sheet, I can't fucking remember all this.
Yeah, to go down 10 units last week.
Richardson offensively has looked confusing at best. Richardson has had terrible decision making, puts ball in harm's way constantly. They run the ball very well, but now they face the number 1 run defense in the NFL. I do not know how you cannot look at the Steelers in this spot with a struggling, unproven QB and a Colts defense with a ton of injuries.
It's like
Not only is
Steelers
he reading bullet points, they're also written by Chat GPT.
It's like when you're in.
I wrote those by
It's
hand.
like when you're in 7th grade science class and they have you come up to the board and you have to read off your slideshow presentation.
He sounded like he got called upon to read.
You're
the
looking,
textbook.
you're looking at
Yeah,
the board
popcorn.
reading your slideshow.
Hey, you guys can hate, but nobody writes more information than me, and they're handwritten fucking notes from the
Joel,
noggin.
can we get a clip of
Shit,
Corey
what you
saying the
want.
Steelers are going to win the North? You don't have to post it anywhere. Just text
Yeah,
it to me.
no,
I
you
want
can
to have it
post
for
it
myself.
everywhere.
Yeah,
All
cool.
right.
I'm 3 units in the Steelers money line.
They're plus
Moving-
220 right now, Corey, if you want them so bad.
Moving on, Minnesota Vikings on the road in Green Bay. Green Bay Packers minus 2.5, minus 115. Over under 43.5, shaded to the over minus 112. Corey, go ahead and lead us off here.
Yeah, I don't believe I have a play on this game. I am not gonna bet Malik Willis in this spot.
He
even
ain't
though-
playing if that's what this line is.
Or sorry, I'm not
It's
betting
Jordan Love.
in this spot because
Yeah.
I don't know what his injury designation really is. Even if he does play, the line is set for him to play, but maybe I'll have a play on Thursday or Friday or something like that. So stay tuned, follow the socials. If I do have a play, I will post it.
Yeah, I don't. This line is obviously set for Jordan Love to play because there's no shot. Listen, I was wrong in the Vikings. I'm hand up. I told Connor earlier today, it's hard to make money in the first couple weeks of the NFL season when you come in completely wrong about teams. And I've been completely wrong about the Minnesota Vikings. This team is for real. This defense is for real. I'm still not all in on the Sam Darnold thing, but this defense is fucking crazy, and they're fucking up everyone they're playing. I don't understand how. Jordan Love, I mean, still, I might take, you know what, I've just talked myself into it. I wasn't even going to bet. Give me a fucking unit on the Vikings plus 2.5. I mean, I don't know how you're catching points in this spot. It's insane. Oh, wait. Bring it back in. I already have a bet on this. It's coming back around later at the end. Scratch that. Reverse it. I already have a bet on this game, but
maybe you fucking need to read off a fucking note sheet.
I have a note sheet right here, fuckface, all right? I have a note sheet. I forgot to put my little bullet point that it's coming back later. All right, this is what we call a tease in the business, Connor. This is a tease. You're gonna want to be around for this.
It's called incompetence. Moving on, Hunter. You got anything on this?
I have 3 bullet points for all my bullet point counters. First one is fade. Second one is fade. Third one is fade. Ugly line here. I'm also not. I never will be. Sam Darnold could go 17-0, and I'm still not on this train. I just don't buy it. I think Brian Flores and Kevin O'Connell are doing an unbelievable job. This is the most shocking 3-0 team, by the way. I would expect the Steelers to be 3-0 before this Vikings team. Especially with their schedule, Texans and 49ers. But I would lean. I don't know. I want to lean Pack minus 2.5. just because I love what LaFleur is doing. I think that they're going to try and get tricky with this run game because Brian Flores is doing so many hidden Tampa 2 coverages that it has QBs losing their minds. And Josh Jacobs had an awful week last week. He's too good of a running back to have a bad week like that, back to back. So I'm with Corey. Thursday could come. This could change to me, but I'll lean Pack -2.5. But I want to do some more research on it.
Yeah, I feel the same way. This is gonna be a great game. I don't have a side either way on the side or the total. Packers, obviously. This line, line chaser Anderson had a phone call today, and he mentioned Malik Willis. I said, buddy, this line is in 2.5 because Malik Willis is playing. Jordan Love is going to be back this game. This line reflects that. If there's news he's not, I'm going to predict this flips and goes through the 0 to Vikings to 3-point favorite, if not 2.5, somewhere around there. So it'll go through the 0 in favor of the Vikings, 2.5, 3. Vikings defense is the story on this one. Luke kind of touched on that. That's the reason I'm kind of fading this as well. I mean, they've played the 49ers and Purdy, Stroud and the Texans, and both of those teams have looked, I mean, obviously the Giants, but I'm talking about good teams. And they made them look clueless. I mean, the Vikings are playing a lot like the Bills, where it's like, I haven't even really seen them play a full game. They get up at half, and it's just conservative run mode. So it's a fade for me. It's a pass. It's going to be a fun game. I'm going to look player props on this. Look Jalen Reed, but that's it. I'm not betting a side or total on this.
Aaron Jones is awesome, by the way. Totally shit on him all year. He's
fucking
awesome.
Yeah, did you guys see his haircut?
Hairline is crazy.
It's really bad.
Crazy.
Grant, you got anything?
Yeah, Vikings plus 2.5, and the line is not out yet, but I love Sam Darnold to throw an interception.
I like that as well.
Green Bay has 7 picks this year in 3 games. And Darnold has 2, and I don't have a stat off the top of my head.
Sorry to interrupt you. The line is up. It's Sam Darnold to throw a pick -135.
Yeah, put me down for a unit on that too. Vikings plus 2.5. Darnold to throw a pick.
I actually love that. And Brant, to piggyback on you before you finish your point, a lot of things I see from tweets of guys who watch a lot of NFL film have commented on how Darnold has gotten really fortunate with a couple bad throws that could have went the other way as far as an interception. So
yeah, I got that from Adam Chernoff's podcast. Is that where you listening to it too? Is that where you got that?
I saw it from the QB school, and then I heard it on Chernoff's as well. So they made really good points on that, and I thought that was kind of interesting. So we are gonna take a quick break and the sharpest line chaser now in the building. So we're gonna take a quick pause and get him in here. And we are back with the sharpest line chaser, Tony Finster. Go ahead and give us your play on the Thursday night game.
Yeah, going with I saw Corey also had this. Is he the only one?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, give me the Cowboys.
Hang on a minute.
I looked in the spreadsheet.
You don't have the Cowboys spread.
I 100% have the Cowboys spread.
Okay.
Somebody please clip that for 2 units. I had CeeDee Lamb, Malik, and Cowboys -6.
Okay, I just got the neighbors and Lamb.
Put 8 units down on one game.
8 units.
Oh my god! Thursday night's gonna be a legend.
I see.
What you doing Thursday night, huh?
I'm flying from Philadelphia to Dayton.
You'll be back.
Lovely.
What time are you gonna be playing?
Finster, any reasoning on the Cowboys play?
I think this is a great buy low spot on the Dallas Cowboys. Starting off 1-2 on the year, and Dak Prescott has not looked bad. I think just the defense is the one that is struggling here. But this is the Giants. This is Daniel Jones in prime time, who is terrible.
Prime time.
And I mean absolutely terrible in prime time. I wish I could bet a Micah Parsons sack, but I don't see it on here. But that would be also a good play. But yeah, just a better team.
Yeah, this is a don't overthink it spot.
I don't know how much a 6-point road favorite is buying low.
That's what I was just about to ask.
This line should be -8 or 8.5. This is a buy low spot here. -6. It's
for the history, absolutely.
Short week division. Brand said it best. I would want to get the stat Finster on short week division road favorites and how many times those big favorites have covered. Curious stat.
Let's just go back to last year when the Cowboys beat the absolute brakes off of them.
We went over this. You weren't here, but Daniel Jones 1-7 lifetime, and
Cowboys are 12-2. Yeah, I mean,
Daniel Jones 1-12 in primetime games. That is absolutely insane.
They met their quota. They won last.
That is straight up. We're talking about a spread here, and I think the Dallas Cowboys will cover 6 pretty easy here.
Fair enough. Moving on, Broncos on the road at the Jets. New York laying 7.5 at home, shaded to the road dog, -115 plus 7.5, over under 38.5, -110 both sides. Take it away, sharpest line chaser Finster.
Oh wait, what game were we just say? Sorry,
That's
I was looking at that.
Broncos.
Yeah, he's hot. Keep rolling.
He's hot.
He's hot.
Yeah, throw this over to somebody else while I take a look at it real quick.
Me.
Brant.
Under 38.5 total points. The Denver's defense has allowed 20 points in the last 2 weeks combined. Bo Nix is terrible. He had his breakout game last week where he got all the way up to 6 yards per attempt, which would be 27th in the NFL.
That's
just
huge.
Slightly better than his 30th ranked season rank of 5.3 yards per attempt. Yeah, this game, the Broncos might not score. I like under 38.5. I don't remember if I said to do it 2. Yeah, 2 units. 2 units.
Big
2 units. 2 units. Hunter?
I have a Mega Whale, Max, Turn the Key, Oppenheimer teaser here. First teaser of the year coming in. Jets are the easiest tease of my life here. Should I say the second team or should I just stick with my first one?
Yeah, go ahead and
Just say both.
Okay, so first leg is going to be Jets -1.5. Getting it down 6 points. Second leg is going to be Chiefs -2. That teaser 6-point tease for both of those lines is going to bring it down to -120. Go ahead and throw 3 units on that for me, please.
Reasoning behind that.
Rodgers fucks, Mahomes fucks, Broncos suck, and Chargers suck. Watch out for Justin Herbert in a boot.
Great analysis.
Great analysis.
We'll get to the Chiefs line. I don't understand how it's only -8.
Hey, don't get ahead of yourself. Don't get ahead of yourself. We're talking about the Broncos. Jets.
Yeah, I can't wait to get to that game.
Luke? I got nothing on this game. I got nothing. I think the Jets might win by 50. Bad. Well, not by 50 because they're not going to score that much.
Corey?
Hell no, they're not scoring that much.
I'm jumping on the bandwagon with Brant here. I got under 38.5 as well. I seriously
love it. That's so
sharp. How many units
if
on
the
that?
Broncos 1 unit? If the Broncos could score negative points, I would maybe take that line.
Pocket revenge game.
True.
They just put up 27.
You should be exiled from this chat for saying that.
Yeah.
Chester, did you come around to some pick here?
No,
You find
not.
some diamond in the rough here?
I forgot to mention that Bo Nix's big breakout game was against Tampa's defense, which I've mentioned already in the past is missing 3 starters in their secondary.
Broncos +6. Brant, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. That was a great play.
Yeah.
No, I do not have
sharp
a play
play
in this game.
No plays.
I don't know. I do have a play. So I got a question for you guys. Broncos and Jets both play their best games of the season in week 3. Whose win was more impressive?
The Jets.
Broncos.
Okay. Broncos. Yeah, Corey, Fenster. Broncos. Corey.
Aaron Rodgers looks like an MVP again.
That's a tough question.
I don't think it really matters, honestly. I don't think.
Okay, Corey, I didn't ask for the douchebag analysis. I said pick a fucking side.
We'll go with the Broncos. Just
okay,
because
3-1. Yeah,
like is that fucking terrible. Anyway.
I didn't need that, Brett.
Yeah, it was the Jets, I think.
Okay, so I agree saying that it was the Jets. That being said, I am going to tease the Jets to down to, what are they at now? Well, I guess I got them to -1, but 1.5 doesn't really matter. And I'm going to pair them
early.
You do got to get to these lines early. That's called value. And pair them with another team that I will discuss later in the pod to make that a 3 unit 6
brother
point
How come I had to say
Just
mine,
say
but you don't
I
say
said
it?
you did not have to. I
What is
literally
it?
don't have it written down. I don't have it. It's later in my notes. I
He
don't have
doesn't
it
have
right
it
now.
written down. He can't even
That's-
think of who it was.
He
With
has
how many
no
bullet
idea
points
who
he
it is.
has.
That's crazy.
Moving on.
That's
Moving
crazy.
on. Moving
It's
on
his
to the
slideshow bullet pointed notes.
moving on to the most controversial game of the week. Cincinnati Bengals on the road in Carolina. Red Rocket revenge. Can they get a fucking win? Both these teams fucking blow. Sorry, side notes. Bengals road favorites -4.5, -110. Over under 48 shaded to the over -112. I'm gonna go ahead and take the lead here. I got a 3-unit play. I got it over 47.5, 3 units. Both these teams, bottom 5
It's 48,
defenses,
Corey.
it's 48. I got it 47.5. I don't give a
It's
fuck.
good value.
Both these teams have bottom 5 defenses. Bengals potentially the 32nd ranked. I expect Panthers and Andy Dalton to not look as good as last week. That was definitely the ceiling. But expect a high scoring game here. Don't care who wins. Both these teams stink. Hunter?
No way the Bengals lose this game. If they do, I don't even want
You
to
said
bet
that
on
last
it.
week. You said
I
that
don't-
last week.
No, yeah, but who had the Commanders as a mega whale mac?
Mega
he didn't
male.
say that last week.
But
All these
I
other
did say
fucking
that,
chumps
but
did.
I'm being dead serious this time. I'm gonna bet this might be my only time of the year. I'm gonna put 1 unit. I'm keeping it small just because I don't want to get fucked. I want Bengals -4.5 just to see can they do it. It's more a trial run than it is a belief. Andy Dalton revenge game here. I would love to see them win. I think that'd be
I
hilarious.
know, that'd be fucking
But
hilarious.
I'm playing for money here, and Joe Burrow coming off his best game of the season. They got a game plan correct here. Defense has to step up, and this
They
is
can't.
a primo spot to absolutely wreck a shitty offense that had the best game of their careers and just cover. That's my only point.
Luke,
Just stick it like a Band-Aid, Luke. Please
take a
it.
deep
There's
breath.
no way.
Play the
Trying
music.
to keep-
This is a DEFCON 1 Robert Oppenheimer nuclear weapon play of the week.
Play the trick.
Let's go.
Bengals -4.5, 3 units. They're gonna fucking beat the doors off these fucking pussies down in fucking Carolina, dude. Fuck the Panthers. They
Holy
stink. They
crap.
lost Thielen. I don't give a fuck. They are not gonna. The weakest part of our defense is the run game. I'm not scared of fucking Chuba Hubbard. They're gonna try and pass it 40 times to Andy Dalton. They're not gonna get shit. The team is there's a fire under some people's asses. We gotta get a win. There's urgency.
There ain't
It's
no
time.
fire. I should have
Dude,
smoldering.
we just fucking played. We literally had our offense is playing great. We're gonna keep playing great against Carolina. Andy Dalton and Carolina ain't Jaden fucking Daniels, brother. That boy was special on Monday night. All right, we're coming in. We're gonna fucking dominate this game, start to finish. You can fucking book that shit. We win by 24.
Love it. Brant?
I just really hope. What a great game! I hope both these teams have fun. I hope everybody plays hard. And I'm just kidding. I'm taking the Bengals -4.5. How many units should I do though? What do you guys think? Should I do all 3?
Yeah.
The big 3?
Can I make a point before you decide this?
Yeah, please.
Real quick. So if you guys remember, if you guys were printing money like me last week, you'll remember that me and Luke were the only sharpers that took Panthers and Rams. For that reasoning, as he tailed with me and I tailed with him, I'm upping my Bengals -4.5 to a 3-unit play. Mega whale.
Yeah.
I ride with my fucking boys and die with these boys. Come on,
All
man.
right.
I know
Alright,
Andy
give
Dalton
it
like the
to
back of my hand. This is such a fucking letdown spot for Andy.
I can't wait for this
Yeah, I
fuck to
agree
beat
with
you.
that.
God, so many good clips are going to come
He's
from
already
this.
beaten us. I'm pretty sure he's 2-1 against the Bengals in his career.
Oh,
three on it,
better.
Brant.
Yeah, I'll put 3 on
The
it.
boys ride.
All right.
He is 2-1 against the Bengals.
All right, Tony, bring these
on
fuckers
much
back to
better
reality.
teams than he's on right
Fact.
now.
That is a fact.
Fenster, bring these kids back to reality.
I would just like to apologize last week to the Red Rocket. I doubted you last
Yeah, you
week
fucking did.
so hard. I didn't think you had it in you. You haven't played a game in so long, and you come out and throw for 319 yards and 3 touchdowns. I owe you an apology, the Red Rockets. So you know what? This week, I gotta back
Not a
you
shot.
My
Not
God.
a shot.
back you
Wow.
against this Bengals
Wow.
team that has let down in every single game they have played
Yep.
this year. Give me them to cover 4.5. I don't think they win, but I don't think it'll be a blowout. I think it'll be close. This Bengals
Yep.
defense is atrocious, guys. Absolutely atrocious. And I don't think they don't have any help coming back unless
guys from injury, they're coming back.
is BJ Hill gonna play? Do we?
Him and Rankins are questionable.
They're pulling guys
Mike
off the
Murphy's
fucking
still
couch,
not
dude. They're pulling guys off the couch to come
But
versus
again,
the
the
Pastors.
Panthers aren't a fucking power run team like the fucking Commanders were. Like I
Yeah,
understand what you're
Deontay
saying.
Johnson beats Cam Taylor-Britt deep
Yeah.
like he's got
Luke
beat the
Luke
last
comes
2
out and
weeks,
says
then
they're
I'll
not.
renounce my fandom.
Luke says they're not a power run team, but guess what? It wasn't just Andy Dalton last week. Chuba Hubbard,
We're talking
114
about
yards,
Chuba?
Is he back in
5.4
Texas?
yards.
Is he playing receiver
5.4.
again? What are we talking about?
The Bengals get their first win, but they don't win it in a blowout. The Carolina Panthers win the spread and cover 4.5. Andy Dalton keeps it close and not a revenge game, but Andy Dalton gets some sort of cover here versus the Bengals 4.5.
Love it. Corey?
Yeah, I'm getting out my crystal ball for this game. I think I have the absolute scheme to dial this baby up. We are taking Bengals money line for 2 units at minus 205. I kind of see this game being an 11 point.
218.
Minus 218. It went up. All right. Gotta get them early. Gotta get them early.
Gotta get them early.
Yeah. So I see this game being an 11-point game down the stretch. The Bengals start off hot. He's throwing it to 1. They're throwing it to 5. A lot of touchdowns everywhere. And then down 11, late game, the Carolina Panthers score a late touchdown that doesn't matter. However, they need to decide. We have to go for 2. Now, this game will come down to that half-point hook, whether they get the 2 or they don't. So, I'm taking the Bengals money line.
Corey, this disappoints me coming from you. I thought you were
Corey,
Interesting.
let me ask you
That's
this:
crazy.
What are we doing?
What?
What are we
That's
doing?
gonna happen.
What
It's
are
gonna
we
happen.
doing?
It's gonna happen.
If you're scared to
The
take the money
Panthers are-
line,
What? I'm
or
not
if
taking.
you're-
I'm taking the money
if
line.
you're-
2 units.
If you're scared to take the
He's
spread,
role playing right now. What are
you
No.
might as
Can we
well just
do
not bet
another
on
game?
the money line.
No,
He
because the
ran it
Bengals
on
are
the
gonna
Madden
win.
Sim, and this is what
There's
happened.
no way the
You
Bengals
could-
lose this game.
You could damn near buy this down to like minus 2.5 if that's your crystal ball, and you might get better odds than minus 218.
Yeah, but
You would
I
absolutely.
Like I
Let's
don't,
move on. Let's
I
move on.
don't
I
see
don't
it.
know.
I don't know.
I can't believe nobody else looked to the over there. I thought that was a really sharp play, but hey, is what it is. Moving on.
I
LA
think the
Rams.
Bengals defense is not as bad as you guys say it is. I know they've played
atrocious.
terribly. But I
Brother.
think they
Great
have
bounce
more.
back spot.
I watched
think they
it
have-
live.
I think they have.
It's
I know
bad.
they have. I'm not saying they have not played terribly. I just think that there's talent in the secondary.
Yep, I think we.
Fair enough.
Yep.
DJ Turner is not.
DJ Turner
Moving on.
doesn't start.
He doesn't
Moving
start,
on.
That's a good thing.
Moving
Yeah,
on, LA
That's
Rams
a good
on the road in Chicago. Chicago minus 2.5, minus 122. That's the heaviest favored side I've seen yet on the slate. Over under 41 flat, minus 110. Hunter, go ahead and take this away. What's the fucking loop for down there, mustache?
Okay,
He-
first of all, I was only doing that look because I agree. I think this line's crazy. That was all I was doing. I was doing the eyes at
This is a
Finster and
great
Corey
line.
laughing about DJ Turner not starting for our team. Before that, my fault.
That's
Hunter,
kind
you
of
can go.
sad, though.
He's not starting for our team. That's sad.
A little bit. Who's your starters again on the cornerbacks?
Okay, let's just move on. What are we doing here?
What's-
I just don't know them.
He's our
can
fourth
only-
corner.
Guy can name like 5 NFL players, and he wants to talk. All right, let's go.
He's up units. Though.
I can only name
Me and my
three.
boy in the green.
Hunter?
People called Albert Einstein crazy once. Give me Bears minus 2.5.
I don't know.
What a quote.
What a
Can
quote.
we get the card?
That's our business card.
I just find this to be such a huge letdown spot for the Rams here and such a big up spot for Caleb Williams and this Bears team. I think they're I like coaching wise this year.
I was gonna say that.
PNT has really dialed me in on coaching this year. Coaching this year has shown me more. Like I've never thought about coaching really. I mean, I have, but this year has really proven it to me, especially like Steelers, Mike Floyd, whatever. But I just don't. I don't see that the Rams got such a fluky win. My God, we were sharp on that line, but
this is
just, it's such a big. I can't emphasize enough how big this is a letdown. I just see the Bears kind of rolling through this game. I don't think they win by a crazy amount, but I think they're just going to consistently get this ball moving. Caleb Williams actually looked good passing the ball towards the end of that game, especially getting No, you can say what you want. Especially getting Rowe more involved. Keenan Allen's questionable. He might play. I like it. Swift still sucks, but I like it.
Luke.
2 units, by the way, Corey.
Yeah.
Luke.
This is also part of my later little action we have going. But yeah, the Rams in this spot, I love the fact that Vegas wants me to bet on them. That tells me that there's a lot of money already on Chicago. They got the square money out there already on Chicago. They want to move that line.
What makes that money square?
Brother, they want to get the money closer towards the middle. They don't want it all lopsided. They want to get it that the juice will come back down once more people start betting the Rams. They want some money on the Rams. The Rams are going to win this game. And I mean, the coaching mismatch is a real thing. Dwayne Matthews is one of the dumbest situational coaches in the history of the NFL. And Shane Waldron is a complete and total fucking moron who was on McVay's coaching staff. It's the only reason he has a job is because he's been attached to Sean McVay. Guy ran a fucking speed option on fourth and goal from the 1 yard line. Special type of dumb that guy is. Yeah, I would if I bet the Bears. I would never. You gotta be sick when they lose by 30.
Would you have a play?
No, it's coming. It's coming.
Oh, it's not Rams plus 2.5.
No,
Get the fucking idiot hat back
Just
on.
say
You
it.
fucking square. You're the square.
You make that big of a point. You can't say what your play is. Can you just say it?
It's coming.
Okay, Brant.
Is that player
Stay tuned,
go.
ladies and gentlemen.
Brant.
I wasn't going to play anything for
Gross.
this game, but now that I'm listening to what Hunter and Luke have been saying, I mean, when I'm making bets, this is just sort of a philosophical thing for me. I'm not making bets because I want to win, right? I'm making bets because I want to be sharp.
What?
When I'm looking at my bet, I think, is this sharp or is it square? And I'm trying to avoid being square, and I'm trying to be sharp at every single point. And I just think the Bears is sharp here. I think you got to give me the Bears for a unit.
There's our guy.
Finster.
The Bears.
Please be smart here. Please be smart.
The
Don't
Bears
be dumb.
have to, and I mean absolutely have to figure out this run game. You cannot rely on your quarterback, especially your rookie quarterback, to throw the ball 52 times and win games. The run game is absolutely abysmal.
Vince, can I interrupt you real quick? I'm going to give you credit for you told me that my Swift bet was dumb last week. Did you see
Roshan
the fourth
Johnson.
and one?
Oh,
the
yeah.
fourth and goal from the one pitch play where he lost 16 yards or whatever the fuck it was? It was incredible.
Did that actually happen? I did not watch that game.
It was the speed option they ran.
Yeah,
The linemen were
there's
all
a
falling.
screenshot of it. Yeah, where all 5 linemen are laying on the ground. It's incredible. Yeah, they have no run game at all.
Oh, I wasn't even. Go ahead, Corey.
Can I bring up the argument that Finster and Brant had last week about when Finster said that Roshan was going to get more touches and Brant called him an absolute fucking idiot for it, and then Roshan had 8 carries and also caught what?
4 balls, I think.
Yeah.
How many
Talking about
touches,
receptions here.
Corey, how many touches did
DeAndre
DeAndre Swift have, Corey? How many touches did DeAndre Swift have, Corey?
13 carries.
So was that more touches for DeAndre Swift or Roshan
No,
Johnson?
That's
Finster
not
didn't
what
say that
I
Roshan was going to have
said.
more carries. Finster said that Roshan was going to be involved, and Brant said that,
No,
you're an
you
idiot because
just brought
Roshan.
it up.
I played
You
it-
just
No, I brought it
saying
up
more
because
touches.
Finster was
Would have
right
more
about
touches.
saying Roshan would be
I'm
involved,
not
which he
arguing that. You
was.
said he would have more touches.
No, I never said. When did I say
You
that?
didn't say that, Corey.
What?
You just said that
Yeah,
Roshan
run
had
the
more
tape.
touches.
No, I did not say he had more
More
touches.
touches in the sense
like,
of
more-
0
he was
touches
gonna-
to
yeah.
9 touches.
Roshan had no
Alright.
touches in the first 2 weeks, and now he
I don't
got
care.
8.
Go on with your point.
That's what I'm
Reason that
talking
my
about.
Swift
This
This
bet
is
was
why
keep
you're
cooking.
down so many
because
fucking
Roshan
units.
was cutting into his bets is because the Bears
can't run the ball.
Yeah, Roschon was not the issue there.
Roschon will be an issue going forward.
Keep cooking, Tony.
Touches.
All right, Fisher, do you have a play on this game or not?
To say he has a lean.
No, Fencer's got something.
No, I don't have something. I was just gonna say. I'm sorry. I don't have a play on this game. I think the Rams are a better team, but Vegas makes me so nervous that they have the Bears favored in this. The money line for the Rams look juicy. If it goes up to maybe the 140, I would probably take it. But right now, I'm gonna stay away.
Do the Rams have 2 starters on offense plying in this game?
It's just Matt Stafford.
Yeah, that's it. They don't have anybody else from the
Colby Parkinson.
Colby Parkinson.
Speaking of Parkinson's, you guys see Brett Favre?
54 Parkinson's, bitches.
Colby Parkinson?
Yeah, that's his name, right?
He's a starter. He started.
He played for Seattle for years.
We said this a million times, though. Sean McVay makes it work with anybody. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter.
I think he made it work very well versus the fucking Niners.
He won the game.
That game was so stupid.
If you watched it, they did not play well on offense. I don't care what you tell me. I really don't. They looked ugly. It was sloppy. They won the game.
I want every Kyron hater to put a fucking hand up right now. Kyron Williams is the fucking truth.
Never hated on him.
Shame. Connor Hart, put your fucking hand up.
I don't hate.
Connor, put your hand up.
My hand is right here.
And I stand by that.
24 for 89 is not that impressive.
He's playing behind you and me at left and right tackle, dog. Stop playing.
He also is probably playing against a very stacked box because.
Yeah. That's
Corey, you have something on this?
All right, thank you.
Yes, I do have a play with this. I'm very proud of a couple of the line chasers that are betting this game and they're on the sharp side of it. This is my
tactical nuke incoming!
whale play of the
Come on, Corey.
The sharpest play I have made on this podcast is the Bears minus 2.5 points in this game. That is a 3-unit play. Anybody that thinks the Rams are going to run away with this game is Dweeberflus. You are a dweeb. Because the Bears are going to win this game by 17.
Wow.
Oh my God, that's so sharp.
Wow.
I'm not even
going
to come up with my own bets.
You know,
anymore. I'm just going to tail fucking Corey.
Yeah, that might be the dumbest fucking bet you made all year, Corey.
14.2 units if you did.
All right.
Yeah, my play here is Rams +3 minus 120, 3 units. This line makes
+2.
You can get it at +3 for minus 120. I'm looking right now, you ginger fuck.
Okay.
Yeah. This line makes absolutely no sense, and until Caleb Williams can show me he can play NFL football, I'm definitely not going to
360 yards.
It's almost 53 fucking times. Holy fucking Christ. I hope he fucking would. It's a 3-unit play. If I could throw the ball 53 times and get 300 fucking passing yards. Holy fucking Christ. I mean, this game gets me so fired up because you guys are literally dick riding a terrible Bears team. Their numbers are awful.
The defense is top 10 in the league. The defense is top 10 in the league. Jalen Johnson is the best corner. Other than Pat Surtain, fucking Jalen Johnson is the best corner in the league.
The Bears came into their best spot of the year playing a banged-up Colts.
Fucking Matt Stafford, you're crazy.
They banged-up Colts and Sean excuse me, they got me fucked up. The banged-up Colts D, the Bears' best spot of the year. Best spot of the year. And they lose. They are inefficient in the red zone. Terrible coaching, terrible play calling. You cannot overcome this. It's bad. And now the Bears are laying points on the Rams? This line makes no sense. Exactly. This line makes no sense. 3-unit play. Sean McVay and the Rams win outright just on the fact that McVay is the coach and Corey is calling plays over there for the fucking Bears.
The money line.
Corey actually
3 units.
Shane Waldron.
3 units. No, I'm taking +3. It's
he can buy that. You can buy that.
That's free. 3-unit play for me. Moving on. Sorry, I was a little passionate about that.
I love it. I love the passion. My guys.
A little fired up. Let's fucking go. Let's have a fucking
week. Exciting.
That's going to be a fun game at the Lynch House. Moving on. Saints on the road in ATL. Atlanta -1.5 shaded to the division road dog +1.5 -112. Over under 42 flat, shaded to the over, minus 112. Tony, you got to have something.
He's gonna have a
this.
lean. He's gonna have
I know. He's gonna have some.
I'm a player prop guy.
That's why I said
you guys know this. Like, I strictly run with those. I think game lines are really hard in the NFL. But let's just talk about the Falcons for a second here. Absolutely robbed of a win Sunday night versus Patrick Mahomes. It really sucks. Do what? I saw that you sent in the group chat. Anyways,
Thank you.
Absolutely robbed of a win versus Patrick Mahomes. And I've said this last week when everyone was on the Saints are so good. They're the real deal. I said, take the Eagles. The Eagles are still my Super Bowl pick. They ended up winning that game.
He's about to get sharp here.
Give me the Falcons right here, minus 1.5. Luke's already shaking his head. That was not a sharp play, obviously, for him. Give me the Falcons here.
Take the
The
money
Saints
line.
are still fraud. Oh yeah, give me the money. I don't want that juice at minus 122. I want it to be minus 108. Give me the minus 1.5 on the Falcons. They almost beat the Super Bowl favorites last week versus Patrick Mahomes. The defense is good. Bijan's going to have a breakout game, just like Barkley did last week. So I just think they're the better team, better run game. And Kirk Cousins is heating up, man. He's truly heating up. He's looked sharper and sharper each week. He's getting more, what's the word I'm kind of looking for here? Connected with his receivers. Yeah, Kyle Pitts, that deep route he had, it all looks good. I think the Falcons win here. They're definitely not going 1-3. I can't see that. 2-2, the Falcons start. Give me the Falcons minus 1.5.
How many units on that?
Just one.
All right, I'm going to go next because I can't believe you missed this. This game, the Falcons were controlling this game. I totally agree with you. Kirk and the receivers are clicking, but then two key O-line injuries. This Falcons team looked completely different. They couldn't run. They couldn't stop the pass rush. I can't believe you out of everybody missed this and just backed this Falcons team. Who is this Falcons team after those injuries to be laying points?
They had. Did you see the late round drive they had?
Tony,
without both of them.
Tony, Tony.
They didn't look bad.
If
they
you
had
watch
the late
game,
drive.
if you watch the game, it was bad. Bad.
Wasn't bad.
This is the second leg of my Jets teaser of my 3-unit play. Saints up to 7.5. Like I said, Falcons 2 key line O-line injuries. Changed the whole game against the Chiefs. Now they're laying points. Easy teaser leg here. 6-point teaser. It's a 2-team 6-point teaser. Jets minus 1.5. Saints up to plus 7.5. 3 units for me.
Can I point out to you, Connor, that the Saints' best offensive lineman also got hurt last week and is likely not going to play? McCoy at center.
So the center's out, and the offensive tackle is questionable.
And that offensive tackle is being replaced by a first-round pick.
Yeah.
And they're missing their right guard as well, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm going to back up off Connor here because I love Saints money line. This is the first leg of my 2-leg parlay for this week. It's a 2-leg money line parlay. It is Saints money line paired with the Raiders money line. Get that up to plus 292 1 unit. I think that this defensive
Raiders.
Yes, I think that the Saints D line is going to be able to get after Kirk, put him under pressure. I think he's going to have a whole.
And to tag in on this, I agree with you. Falcons secondary is strong. If you think this front seven for the Falcons is special, you are insane. Mahomes was chilling, bro. Chilling back there.
Grady Jarrett's pretty fucking good. One of the best D tackles in the league this year so far. So that's the only. And I'm not saying the front seven, but I'm saying Grady Jarrett, to give him his respect because he's been lighting everybody up this year.
Mahomes was not sacked
1 unit
Sunday night. Fun fact.
1 unit for the parlay, Corey. Saints money line, Raiders money line plus 292.
Yes, sir.
Corey?
Saints team is such a fraud.
This game could go literally either way. I don't have any idea what to make for this.
These teams don't like each other.
No play.
They don't. Divisional. Hunt?
Same exact thing as Corey. I think the Saints secondary is pretty fucking good. I know. Yeah, I'm not even going to include Dallas Goedert. I'm taking him out of the equation. They'll figure out the tight end issue. But when it comes to especially Marshawn Lattimore and Tyrann Mathieu, I mean, turn back the clock. Turn back the clock, brother, because he is doing it.
Go ahead.
Just real quick.
I would argue that Oh, go.
Dude.
Okay, I'll go real quick. It's real quick, Corey. I'm gonna fade this game as Corey. I will be one of my favorite players. We are gonna make so much money and find value in. Boys, it's actually two of these guys. Ray McLeod and Darnell Mooney are money printers. I mean, these guys'
Mooney
lines
especially.
are ridiculous. Hopefully they don't screw them up this week because they're games. We're gonna find some value in those, and I will see you on Thursday, Friday night for those.
I just hate seeing 34 on the back of Ray McLeod's jersey. That's
Dude,
so
I love it.
fucking
Illegal.
ugly.
Love it.
Should be shot.
The one thing I was gonna say, I would argue that Paulson Adebo is the unsung hero of that Saints defense. He is so fucking good back there.
Yeah, I know who that is.
He's good.
You should.
Demario Davis is also a dog. Demario Davis is also a dog.
I hope so.
Brant?
I am kind of with Corey and Hunter on this one, where I feel like this game's hard to figure out. I want to shout out Adam Chernoff again on his podcast. He pointed out that the Eagles defense, which I think we can all agree we don't think is that great, shut down the Saints by running a 5-man front for most of the game, a base 5-man front, which is something that you really don't see in the NFL that often, really on only short yardage situations. But it clogged up the Saints run game, which has been really good in the first couple of weeks. And it helped them manufacture a pass rush, which when I gave out the Saints for my pick last week, and Luke agreed with me on this one, it was because we thought they were going to be able to keep Carr clean and the Eagles would be able to get home. And running that 5-man front fucked up the Saints offense bad. And so I'm wondering if that's the book out on the Saints now. I'm wondering if Atlanta's defensive front is capable of making that happen. With the injuries on both offensive lines, I just don't think that they can figure this one out.
Yeah, you're making more interest in the under the more you speak about that.
I want to bet on the Saints. I like this spot for the Saints, but I'm worried that I don't know.
Yeah, interesting game. A lot of different opinions from the boys.
I'm the only one standing over here backing the Falcons.
You are the only one.
I love Kirko Chains, Tony. You know that.
Moving on, though, Eagles on the road in Tampa Bay, playoff rematch. Bucks knocked the Eagles out of the playoffs last year. Eagles minus 2.5 point road favorites, minus 110. Over under 45, flat shade to the under, minus 112. Corey, go ahead.
Yep, same thing. I have no play on this game either. I think it's another really tough spot here. So the sharp mind is out.
Luke game's free, boys.
Telepathically,
all right.
This week.
I have nothing. I don't have anything on this game, but I hope somebody could maybe talk me into something. I'm leaning under here. I think the Eagles defense has been playing a lot better with this first year under Vic Fangio. They're getting more dialed in on what they're doing, and I think that the Eagles offense might struggle here. But I think they're going to run the ball a lot more with the wide receiver room in absolute fucking shambles. I mean, Jahan Dotson's probably made it one this week with Devontae Smith out with the concussion. AJ Brown's still not playing. Goddard. Hopefully, so I can get my first fantasy win. We'll have another.
Britton Covey is out as well. This is my only thing on this game. That guy's name is Britton Covey.
That's pretty sick.
He's a pass catching back.
So Luke,
awesome.
Luke, let me give you the play. Under 45.5, 3 units for me. Eagles have lost everything.
45 flat, Corey. Not in a half.
45. Sorry, no, it's 45. I got it at 45 even. Sorry. Eagles have lost everything.
Is that the third time you've done that this podcast?
I will take
everything.
a unit on this.
No Brown, no Smith, no Lane Johnson. Huge piece on that O-line this week. I don't think that's getting mentioned enough as well. What does this offense look like? Big question mark. And let me tell you, Goddard ain't going for another $170, buddy. Bucks offense also hits rock bottom against a Broncos team. Great spot for the under against both. This is just mostly this underplay is on injuries for me. Both these teams are extremely banged up. Both sides of the ball. Bucks defense. Eagles offense under 45 3-unit play. Sharp.
I love this also, Con. I love this because I think all the squares are going to be on over because they're going to be like, oh,
exactly.
Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, look at the Eagles. They always score points. I think this is sharp under here.
Is that what they
sharp
sound
under?
Like?
That's what you sound like.
Because you're a square.
Yeah. High five.
Dumbass.
Hunter.
Do I have to bring? Okay, never mind.
Who cares about stats?
I'm giving no analysis behind this game.
Guys, Corey. You guys kill me, bro. Sorry,
I'm I'm giving no analysis behind this pick. Eagles money line 2 units. This is the freest line of the week. I don't care who Jalen Hurts has. As long as you have Saquon, I don't give a fuck. He's gonna do what needs to do to win. I just think back-to-back weeks here as a letdown spot for Baker, even in Tampa. Yeah, it's Eagles money line.
Minus 130 is their money line.
Yes, sir. Also, expect Jalen Hurts rushing props.
This is a little just side rant real quick. This is the one that I sent earlier that pissed me the fuck off. How in these shit are we making these lines? And it's Eagles minus 2.5 and minus 110, and then their money line's minus 130. You get a full 2.5 points for 20 points in juice. Shameful.
The 3 is so important.
Right. But that's my point. Who's betting 2.5, Tony? Who's laying that? Who's laying a whole 2.5 points for 20? I think that's really dumb.
Anywho, Brant.
He already said he doesn't have anything, bro.
No play. Awesome.
No.
Yeah, interesting game. Are any props out? Oh, Jalen Hurts rushing props are not out yet.
Fun. Joel said not to ramble, so I'm cutting this one off quick.
Moving on. We have the Jags on the road in Houston. Houston -7 at home, minus 105, over under 45.5, shade to the over, minus 112. Go ahead, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, we're slamming. No, I'm just kidding. If Doug Peterson would have been fired, I would have thought about it. This is just tough, man. It's so tough. It really is. Yeah, this line opened when I saw it first earlier today. Texans were only 6. I really liked him at 6, but 7. The one day I fade the Jags, they're gonna fuck me. So I'm staying out.
It's my exact same thought, Luke. I wrote down that I would like Houston at 6.5, but I don't like it at 7.
I swear to God, my notes say hate this line. If line moves towards Jags, I'll jump for the Texans, but I'll fade for right now.
Yeah.
Finster?
God, we're sharp.
We're so sharp.
I have gotten absolutely fucked by this Texans team all year on their spreads, man. I bet them versus the Niners, and I bet them pretty hard versus the Vikings. And I've watched a lot of Texans games, and I've also watched a lot of Jags games. And you guys know I'm a Trevor Lawrence believer, but after that abysmal performance in versus the Bills on Monday night, it's hard to back him again. But I feel like I'm going to take. I really want to take the Texans.
Not yet. Let that line change. We'll get
I can't take it at 7. 6.5 looks better. I don't want to buy the juice though either.
You don't have to buy the juice. Hold on. It's at minus 105. You can get 6 at, minus 121.
Yeah, I'm not going to take that. Dude, I think they should really honestly fire DeMeco Ryans. I don't think that guy's a really good coach, to be honest with you.
Wow, I don't know if I agree with that.
You don't think he's a good coach? Have you watched their games, man?
Fine.
That's a little early for that.
Yeah,
he only went to the playoffs his rookie season as a head coach.
And that was because of CJ Stroud. I'm telling you, was not. I mean, have you seen their defense last week versus Justin Jefferson getting free releases? He's a defensive-minded coach, okay? Justin Jefferson, free releases the entire time. The whole entire game absolutely burnt them up. They have Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter not getting absolutely zero pressure on fucking Sam Darnold the entire game. This guy's a defensive coach, and he's
Justin
showing
Jefferson famously not good at getting separation.
They have one weapon on the fucking Vikings, bro. It's Justin Jefferson, not old man.
Like that.
I will disrespect him. Aaron Jones, not old man fucking Jones. I can tell you that. That guy's fucking old as shit, and he doesn't have any explosiveness to him anymore.
Chill.
This guy,
Johnny Munt is a fucking.
DeMeco Ryans is supposed to be a defensive-minded coach, and he can't scheme up anything for Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter to get pressure on Sam Darnold, which is a really not good Vikings O-line. I just don't think this guy's a good coach. And you see him, he doesn't coach on the fucking sideline. You just see him just standing there smiling.
Okay, be careful. You get the fan. You get the fan to it.
Has never said a word during a game. He just
because he schemes up during the week. He has his team go out there and play.
I've been calling for Robert Sala's job the past 3 years because he's way worse than fucking DeMeco Ryans. DeMeco, Like
DeMeco Ryans is the most overrated coach in the NFL. Everyone jacks this guy off, and he is
I
not
don't
that
even think
good,
he's like
bro.
really
He
that
is
much.
not that good.
Well, that's a nice clip rant there. So your play is nothing. Okay, Corey, do you have a play?
I do have
I
a
had to
play in
get that
this
off my
game,
chest
and
a
I
little
think
bit.
if you guys know me very well, you probably know what my play in this game is. It's the Jaguars plus 7 points. That is
So
the sharp
sharp.
play. It
So
is the
sharp.
very.
Yeah.
I said it once. I'll say it again. I'm gonna continue to fade the Texans like I have every single week, and I'm gonna continue to print money. And you guys have still not joined me in this.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm going to
it's a
join
tough
you
spot
in
for me.
I'm going to join you in a different way. Give me over 45.5, 3 units. Jags no show Monday night. Texans no show on Sunday. So you got 2 fucking no shows to the fucking school. Texans defense, like Venture said, gets picked apart by Sam Darnold and the
Yeah.
Vikings offense.
Terrible, bro.
And to piggyback, nobody runs more coverage than the Jags this year. They are. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I can tell you
Nobody
right
runs more
now.
coverage.
Nobody runs.
Nobody
more
runs
coverage.
more man coverage, excuse me, than the Jacksonville Jaguars. My bad. This is going to be a high scoring game. Stroud the Texans will pick apart this Jags defense and the man coverage. Jags offense takes advantage of an average Texans defense, like Finster touched on. This game goes over pretty easily. I think
They
Jags
have that team
do
has
bounce
talent
back.
on defense. They just don't have a coach to coach them up.
Let me hop off Connor here, and this is what I was teasing earlier. We're gonna go ahead and bring it all back here. This is called the Make It All Back teaser of the week. Plus 600,
Christ.
2 units on this. It is a 6-team, 6-point teaser. We're gonna go ahead and take the Rams.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna go
take the
take a
Rams.
shit.
We're gonna take the Rams up to plus 8.5. In that same game, we're gonna take the over at 35. We're gonna take Vikings plus 8.5. We're going to take that under at 49.5 in the same game. We're then going to take Texans money line. Oh, my fault. It will now be Texans -1 and over 39.5 in that same game. It is a 3-game, 6-play teaser, 6-point teaser at plus 600 for 2 units.
A lot of
Rams
sixes
plus
in there.
8.5, over 35. Vikings plus 8.5, under 49.5. Texans -1. Over 39.5. That is
I like
plus
that.
600
I like
for
that.
2
I like
units.
that.
Let
I
me
like
stop you
that.
right there. That's not fucking hitting.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's hitting
What
either.
link stops that, Brand? I'm curious.
That's 2
Rams.
units on it too.
Rams.
Bears
Wow.
win by 17.
It's not the fact that any single one of them is unlikely. It's combining 6 legs.
Moving
Listen,
on,
buddy,
though,
I'm
that
just
was
sharpening
fucking
Make it all back.
electric. That was
Oh,
the
yeah,
make it
that-
back teaser. I
God,
love
this
that.
guy is
Moving
sharp.
on, New England Patriots on the road in San Francisco. Big travel here. Just saying. 49ers -10 at home, -115, over under 39.5, shade to the over -112. New England Patriots backer Homer Hunter Anderson take this one away.
I am going to piggyback off your great quote for this last one. I hope there's no coverage being played in this entire game. I'm taking over 39.5 for 2 units. Odd play. I understand that. I just want to see some great football. And I hope Tom Brady is on this cast. I think
He's
what I
not.
just
He's on the
saw-
Eagles game.
fuck. Whatever I just saw that the Rams scored on the Niners and they look like shit. We look like shit. So I think we're going to score some points.
I like that. I like that.
I think 49ers might put up a 30 ball on us, if I'm being quite honest. And I think we can squeeze 10 out. I hope, honestly, we need Brissett to play like Trevor Lawrence and put up fucking 10 of those things. That's what I need this game. And other than that, 2 units on the over. Pretty simple.
Luke?
No.
I agree.
No.
This is
I
a
love it.
no.
I love it.
I think the 49ers win this line. I'm not touching it.
It's the biggest total, or excuse me, side of the year at -10. This
Which is
the
crazy. We don't deserve
biggest
this.
side.
It's just
Yeah,
the
I
spot
got-
the Niners are in too. They're 1-2. They've got to win. Like,
Yeah,
So we're
it's
1-2.
I literally wrote on this. I said no.
Yeah.
49ers need to win bad. They're 0-2 in their last 2. But this is the largest total side of the year, so I pass. Brant?
Somebody have some fun with me.
no shot. No one's betting this shit. Nobody.
I got to play. But Brant, you can go.
No, I'm not gonna like
I
it.
said no.
Corey, break my
Fencer?
heart.
No, Fencer,
Fencer.
anything?
Fuck no, get me away from this game, bro.
So
Break
the
my heart,
book,
Corey.
the books are literally telling you what is going to happen in this game if you actually look at it.
If you start fucking
What?
nothing. If you
Let
start
him
Say something.
if you start
Let
crystal
Michelangelo go.
if
Say
you start
something.
crystal balling fucking
No.
fanficking, I'm gonna fucking
I'm
throw
not
my head
looking
to the
into
wall.
I'm not
It's
looking into a
Merlin.
crystal ball. The book is literally telling me what is going to happen in this
Okay.
game.
Alright.
You see a 10-point favored team in a total that is under 40 points. What does that tell you? The book is literally telling you that the Patriots are going to score 0 points in this game, or they may score a touchdown. I am buying down a point to Patriots team total under 13.5. You can get it at almost even money at -102. That is the
That is
play.
sharp. That's so sharp.
That's so.
Don't
you're
unit on
a-
that for me.
That's
That's so sharp.
disrespectful.
You're such. It's a dull knife play, dog. What the fuck are we talking about here? We beat your sorry ass team. Shut the
Last
fuck
year
up,
when we
bitch.
had Kenny Pickett.
Am
You
I
unit on
talking
that
to
for
you?
me, Corey.
You
That's
just-
sharp
Am I
as fuck.
talking to you?
You're talking to the Bengals. Okay.
We also scored 16
Sharp
in that
as
game.
fuck. Tell me that, Corey. That's sharp.
I got you.
I can't wait for you guys to lose. Go Pats.
I do like that. I'm not gonna put a unit on it, just out of respect for my boy up there, but that's so disrespectful. Moving on.
13 and a half is crazy.
That's so
reading
Hunter, you literally
between
just
the
said you
lines.
hope he can score 10.
but
Literally.
that's- so
You
I'm
got
personally-
Patriots fans saying that.
I'm gonna be so proud when this team comes out in an absolute shootout. I'm gonna be so
I love
happy.
it.
The
I
book
love
is
it.
literally
I'm
telling
rooting for the
you.
Pats in this one.
Commanders coming off the short week on the road in Arizona. Cardinals -3.5 plus money +100. The road dog +3.5 -120 over the biggest total of the week 50.5 shade to the under -112. This looks like a brand game.
Yeah, I wanted to get a consensus on this one. Why is this total not higher? What do you
I
guys
don't
think?
know. Don't know.
I don't know either.
It should be 52.
Why is this not 52.5, 53? I don't understand that. I got some numbers here. So these teams are both 2-1 to the over. Let's talk about the two games that went under for both of them. Last week, Detroit and Arizona went under because the Lions ran the ball 43 times. Time of possession was 37 minutes versus 23. Washington is not going to be able to do that. They're not going to do kill the clock running the ball like that. And then the other game that went under was Washington and the Giants last week when Washington didn't punt and kicked 7 field goals. So these teams have combined their 6 games this year have combined for a total of 52. And if you take out those 2 unders, which I don't think are possibilities for this matchup, that combined total goes to an average of 60 points per game.
That's insane.
So I'm playing 3 units max play on the over for this.
Wow, I actually love that.
I'm going all in
God.
unit. I don't have anything to add. That's perfect explanation, bro.
I got something on the side that I thought was interesting. Obviously, the Commanders are rallying behind Daniels in this offense, which obviously locker room morale is at an all-time high in Washington after what they did Monday night in Cincy. So I really have been looking at them with a 3.5. These teams are super comparable to me. Both are the second worst defense and the third worst defense. Bengals obviously take the first. So I like the over as well. I lean over. I'm not taking it at 50.5. But I really lean Commanders getting the 3.5 as well. These teams are super comparable to me. Corey?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the loser play in this game. This is one of the bets that I think I'm absolutely just getting hosed on it, but I'm still gonna take it. Give me the under in this game.
You're such a fucking pussy. Dude. I literally knew
this
when
is
you
the
said
losing
I'm
play.
gonna take
I'm
the
telling
losing
you right
play.
now, this is the losing play. I'm still putting my money
Clip
on
this
it.
for when as soon as it wins and he talks shit to me in my face, I'm gonna fucking punch him. I'm gonna punch him in the jaw.
But if it does win, then it's so sharp. Does that make any sense?
You're such a
Can you
Absolutely.
explain it? Explain it to me, Corey.
I don't know. I really don't know. It's the loser play.
This is the fucking guy who's up 14 units, bro.
I will
This
say
is
when I
fucking
looked at
crazy.
it and I immediately to go over, and then I think, why is this?
What?
Why is
It's
this
the
number so low?
loser play. You think
it scares me.
You think the number should be
being so
higher. You think the number should be higher. So you in your brain you're like, oh, I'm gonna bet the over. It's a no-brainer. No under. Go on.
Wait, let me look at my crystal ball. You know what my crystal ball sees?
What's in
it
your
sees
crystal ball?
Marvin Harrison Jr. going for fucking 180 and 2 tubs. That's what I fucking see. That's what my crystal ball sees.
If he does that, then the game can still go under.
No, because Greg Dortch is having 3 tubs.
Fun fact: the Commanders have not punted since week 1. That offense is not. That offense is not sustainable. That's going to change. That's a fact I will put out there. So
that is crazy.
Very
stat.
true.
Yeah, well, they don't need to play that well number either to take Corey's style of making a point.
I am with Brant. Brant nailed it pretty much on the head here. This is should be a higher total, I think, by maybe 3 points. Give me the over for 1 unit. I am going to have an absolute field day with the player props in this game.
Oh, yes.
I can't wait to see a lot of the lines. There's going to be a lot of good value here. The only thing I'll add on to Brant's point, he brought up a lot of statistics on both teams, but I just think this could go over pretty easy too because Jaden Daniels looks way better passing the ball since he did week 1. I saw that Monday night. Do you guys know that he had 91% completion percentage?
Yes. Yeah, I know it pretty well.
Record.
Wait, who'd they play?
I don't know. It was that orange team. I don't remember
north.
That team somewhere down south from us. Yeah, Jaden Daniels looks way better passing the ball, especially down the field. Terry McLaurin looks like he's going to be more involved. So I think this is a good over. Give me it for a unit. I would put 3 units, but I feel like I'm going to have a lot of player prop plays.
McDaniels looked great throwing the ball down the field.
I
will say the reason that he was so good against the blitz was not because he was seeing it and throwing to the missing spots. It was because the blitz was not getting home, and he was just sitting, and it was getting picked up, and he was just sitting, and then finding a guy or scrambling. I don't know that I totally trust Jaden Daniels to be like Stroud style, like this young picking a defense apart, but he is talented enough to at least against this Cardinals defense. Like,
let me throw you
Monday night than the fucking ADHD kids have on the fucking ACT.
Yeah.
He was sitting back there for 20 hours.
Let me tell you guys something as well. He hasn't thrown a single interception since the start of the year, and he threw.
He doesn't really throw the ball downfield, especially over the middle. His 2 big deep balls are down the sideline, which he's got the arm talent to make that throw, and that's a good thing that he can do. Most
interceptions happen over the middle, too.
We threw the ball 23 times against the Bengals, 29 times versus the Giants, 24 times versus. That's not crazy high.
Do you want me to please look up his passing charts? They're all at the line of scrimmage and on the sidelines.
I'm just saying he's been better, especially with the 2 deep balls he threw.
I'm just saying.
So I'll give you a stat to piggyback on Finster. Jaden Daniels is the highest graded rookie so far through 3 weeks.
Pretty low bar, but the throw to McLaurin.
He's the highest graded rookie. So fun fact. Hunter, did you have a play on this?
Yeah, I got one. I'm gonna take it. I have 2 now. I'm gonna jump on this with Corey. This is you guys are talking about this over. I see it. I see where you're coming from. You guys always talk about Vegas wanting to trap you. This to me is like I just don't see these teams scoring 51 points.
They put out the cheese.
You can't see it.
I can't see it. My eyes are closed. My other play is I'm buying the Cardinals down to -2.5. 2 units. It's -139, Corey. I still think the Commanders aren't that fucking good. They're good. Like, their offense is running well. They run the ball very well. That defense is just trouble. I know the Cardinals don't have an exceptional defense either. But Kyler will be fine. I see this game being like 24-20, something along those lines. It'll be close to that over, but I don't know. The line makes too much sense for me that they should score that many points that it scares me the hell away from it. So I'm just gonna put 1 unit on the under and 2 on the Cards -2.5 at -139.
Let me counter you
Awesome.
real quick, Hunter. I think you're conflating being a good team with scoring points. Those things are not mutually exclusive. Like you can be.
Look at the Steelers.
The Cardinals are, yeah, right. And the Cardinals, I think, are a great example of the opposite of the Steelers, where it's like they can score points, and that doesn't mean that they're going to be a good, like, they're probably not going to make the playoffs.
I think the Cardinals are a good team. They arguably should have beat the Lions last year if the refs didn't do a choke job on the 2-minute warning where they had a pick six. So I disagree fully with that. I think the Cardinals are a good team. And I think
the Lions
Kyler
would have played the
Murray.
second half a little different if that would have happened.
I have a question for you guys.
You, Luke, agreed with me in this on Sunday, so I'm going to keep you out of this and spare your life because you're double dipping here on the takes. But I think the Cardinals are a good team, and that's why I'm taking them. So pretty simple for me.
You guys,
Vince, your last point, then we're moving on.
I just don't understand. You said you guys are using your head, and you said yes, that it makes perfect sense for the over, and then you should always take emotion and your gut out of betting and use your head only, and then you guys use your gut.
I bet
here
with my
dig,
dig, Tony. I bet with
no,
my dig.
that's sports betting.
Okay,
that's literally sports.
Tony, you've never done that? What?
I don't. I
totally understand where you guys are coming from. I said when I got started, I thought this line was fishy. I thought it looked like a trap, but I can't keep myself from doing it.
All right, moving on. Kansas City Chiefs on the road in LA against the Chargers. Chargers a 8-point home dog. Kansas City -8 on the road, shaded to the road divisional favorite. You want to talk about big divisional favorites? This is it. -112 to the road favorite. 39 is the total, shade to the over, -112. I'm sure this is going to be a 20-minute section, so I'm going to give it to Finster so he can be quick and easy.
I don't have a play, so throw it over to somebody else.
Corey?
Yeah, I really don't have a play either. I don't know the extent of Justin Herbert's injury, so
he ain't playing.
So let me tell you this. Yes, he's not going to play. They have a bye next week. They have a bye next week. He is not playing this game.
Preach.
It's going to be Taylor Heineke.
You want to hear someone talk about play? Throw me a unit on Chiefs -8. They own this fucking franchise. They own the Chargers. They beat them by 1,000 every time. Justin Herbert's not going to play. The Chargers were overrated going into the season. The Chargers are way worse now. No shot this game's close. Chiefs win by fucking 30. Chiefs -8, 1 unit.
Just sticking with my Chiefs -2 and that 6-point tease with the Jets.
Brant?
Chiefs -8. Just a straight fade of the Chargers.
Yep.
Yeah, Chargers. Quick notes. Chargers are down both tackles. They're down Derwin. They're down Joey Bosa. Herbert's not going to play this game. Chiefs have not looked great this year, but if there was a get right, let's fucking get everybody. I think Kelsey has a big game. I'm looking at him prop-wise, which pains me to say because that dude fucking
Goodell's going to make that call.
Yeah.
We need our
She's going to be in the fucking box, banging on the glass. I mean, fucking abysmal. But, I mean, it's going to be – this is the Chiefs game where they're going to get their momentum and start rolling. I'm taking the Chiefs in a 2-team 6-point teaser down to -2, and I will tell the other team later in the pod.
Please
you guys convinced me pretty hard. Corey, throw me a unit on the Chiefs -8 here. I honestly didn't know Justin Herbert was already. Yeah,
he's not out officially, but he is not going to play. They have the bye next week.
If you'll remember what I said after week 1, running him fucking QB power off tackle is criminal mismanagement of having Justin Herbert as your quarterback. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Who's the backup for San Diego?
Taylor Heineke.
Oh yeah. Okay, so the Chargers are so fucked here. Give me those Chiefs -8. Jesus Christ. That's all I think
Spags might fucking. This might be a shutout, honestly.
Moving on, Cleveland Brown. Man, this game. This is not the worst game of this Week 4 slate, which is impressive. Cleveland Browns on the road. Oh no, there's a worse one. Cleveland Browns on the road in Las Vegas against the Raiders. Raiders -1 at home, shaded to the road dog. Browns +1 -112. Over under 37 flat, shaded to the over -112. Hunter, take it away.
I don't have a play currently. I probably will end up betting the Raiders. I mean, it's a strict. I'm betting against Deshaun in this offensive line. And if Antonio Pierce's press conference about business decisions didn't fire you up, I don't know what can. Because this team's going to come out fucking. You know what? Fuck it. 2 units, Raiders -1. I can't myself into it. So I'm gonna just lock
Business
in
decision.
with AP. I think AP fucking blows as a coach, decision wise. But
Good motivator.
Man, he
Good
can
motivator.
Great fucking speech. Expect all the cigars to be lit and smoking in that locker room.
Hunter, I'm gonna throw something on you. I think we bet Raiders money line after every loss this season.
I love that.
Every time they lose, just bet their money line. I bet we end up making money by the end of the season.
I love
Luke,
that.
what's the play?
I already got Raiders money line in my parlay with the Saints money line. I like the Raiders in this spot. I think the Browns are completely fucking toast. I think that entire locker room is checked out on Deshaun. I don't think the coaches believe in him. I don't think the team believes in him. That guy is going to fake an injury within the next 2 weeks, and he's going to be out of the NFL by the end of the season.
How could you believe in yourself? Let me ask you guys, who would you rather have, knowing the way that Deshaun has played this year, would you rather have as your starting quarterback this week, Deshaun Watson or Easton Stick?
I'd probably take Watson.
I think I'd still take Watson, sadly.
Have you guys watched the Browns yet?
Yeah,
I have.
Easy Stick is one of the worst quarterbacks I've ever seen.
He is a negative player. I mean, the game like 2 years ago when the Broncos had their running back play quarterback, when Chubb is back, the Browns honestly might be better off doing that. I'm thinking Raiders money line for a unit.
That's true.
And Myles Garrett is hurt, by the way.
Yes, big point. Big point.
Corey.
I don't have a play. I lean on the under though at 37. This game could easily just end 21-7 or 21-14.
That was a whale play for me, and then I was
gonna throw this out on Thursday, Friday. Just not even a half unit, quarter unit, whatever the line is. Sprinkle 0 touchdown this game.
This game, it could be all defense here.
Corey, you got something?
Yeah, just touching base. Deshaun is the worst quarterback of all time when you take contract into consideration. The defense hasn't impressed at all. Daniel Jones kind of lit him up with Malik Neighbors. The Browns are just in a really bad spot. No offensive line. So I'm going to take the Browns.
Nick Tretman and John Fanta.
I'm going to take the Browns +1 here.
Oh,
wow.
Plot twist.
For everything that I just said.
This guy's such a
You pulled me with the Rams,
This is the week he loses it all.
This is his week.
This is going to be a reason.
This is his week.
Too cute is exactly what he's doing.
This game is going to be a reason why Kevin Stefanski has won Coach of the Year 2 times in his career. He's going to get this team right. It's still AFC North football at the end of the day. And Antonio Pierce. You were saying, Tony, that DeMeco Ryans is the worst coach in the league.
Yeah.
Antonio Pierce is by far the worst coach in the entire
Unfortunately, I like that guy.
Good guy.
He should get a new title to just motivator, not head coach.
Should be the strength coach.
Yeah,
he should do what that Italian guy in the Eagles does.
Big Dom.
Quick 2 points here, Corey. Go ahead. I don't know why I keep taking these fucking spreads. Just give me, in case of an off chance push, just give me the -115 at 2 units. Yes. And 2, I hope to God we see Aiden O'Connell come out. That motherfucker's gonna ball on this team. Fuck Gardner. He's better than Trevor Lawrence, but still a shitty quarterback.
He was so good at Auburn.
I don't know, but Antonio Pierce in his presser also said that there's going to be a QB competition. He's not ruling out who's starting this week. Aiden O'Connell was lighting it up last year. Beat the 49ers in Vegas, if anyone remembers last year, fully healthy.
They already clarified that Minshew will be starting this game.
Well, he's going to get benched, Tony. So,
well, if he does get benched, that means the Browns are going to be winning, probably.
Yikes!
No,
yeah, I'm gonna make my point really quick. Both these teams, now think about this. Both these teams lose games they were expected to win handily. Raiders lose to the Panthers. Browns lose to the Giants. Both these teams have problems in different ways. Browns dealing with the quarterback situation, O-line injuries. Raiders coaching problems. With all that said, I do lean Raiders, but I have no play here. I lean Raiders under. No play on the side or total here.
I would argue there's a little bit of a difference in the expectations for these teams. I would say that the Raiders losing to the Panthers as 5-point favorites is a lot less disappointing than the Browns losing to the Giants, who were looking like the worst team in football.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that.
Bringing Dalton in, that was.
I agree with that. But listen, both those teams were expected to beat those teams. Period. Point.
Can I give you a Deshaun stat real quick?
Oh, please.
Yeah,
love to
so
hear that.
far he has attempted 37, 34, and 45 passes in these respective games. He has not eclipsed 200 yards passing yet in any of those games.
Jesus.
Yikes.
That's hard to do. Kenny
Browns
Pickett's
plus
done
one,
that.
brother.
Yeah, this guy's getting way too cute.
That's
Moving
cooked.
on. Man, talk about a banger of a Sunday night. This might be the best Sunday night game of the year. Buffalo Bills on the road in Baltimore. Ravens minus 2.5, shaded to the home favorite, minus 112. Over under 46.5, minus 110. Tony Finster, go ahead.
Hang on, I'm gonna look something up.
No, that's why I'm like, go ahead.
Come back to me.
Luke,
I'm gonna look something up.
Luke, go ahead.
I will be rooting for the Bills harder than I've ever rooted for a team in my life. But I know they're gonna fuck me, but we're just gonna go ahead and take this, make this simple. There's no way this is you can just fucking book it right now. Just plan that this money is already in your bank account. You're gonna do a 6-point teaser, take the Bills up to 8.5, under 52, minus 120.
Luke, why the teaser?
I'm Mr. Tease, dog. I'm Mr. Tease.
All of a
Hunter?
sudden, out of nowhere.
Hunter?
I win one, and I just remember how easy they are.
Under
You
what?
can change the line.
52
you
and
can
a
move
half.
it 6 whole points.
It's so
Luke's-
simple.
You're killing me, Luke, because I'm leaning the over. I think it's gonna be a fun Sunday night. I've said that, and
think it's
they
a
haven't
lot of
really been
running
that
the ball.
fun. I know. My ultimate play is Bills plus 2.5, 2 units. I'm just writing that Josh Allen's our MVP. That's the only reason. This offense is somehow working very well with me, Luke, Corey, and Brant playing wide receiver and tight end. I don't understand it.
I'm Keon Coleman.
Yeah, you can take. I'll take Kincaid.
No,
but-
Finster is Keon Coleman.
Spencer's Keon Coleman, but I just think the Bills'
good.
defense is also better than we're giving props to. I think Lamar's going to run all over him. I do. I think the run game's going to be there. But I think it's going to be a shootout, and I like Bills to cover this and outright win. But I'm just going to take the Bills at minus 108.
Lamar has been running in these 3
Yeah.
games this year a lot, way above his
Yeah.
career
I
average.
talked about this on the pod that you weren't on.
That's why he lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, you guys make really good points. Lamar, especially since I'm apparently a Ravens fucking Lamar lover. Lamar in primetime games, I don't know the stats on him running the ball, but in primetime games, he runs even fucking more. So you can already hear the tone in my voice on what's going to happen come Thursday on the player props. But my play for the side total is over 46.5, 1 unit. Both these teams are top 5 scoring offenses. Bills are the top scoring offense in the NFL right now. And now Bills are playing a Ravens defense that couldn't stop Gardner Minshew. Don't overthink it, Luke. Couldn't stop Gardner Minshew. Almost blew it to the Cowboys. This team and this defense cannot hold a lead. They're not going to get a lead, first off. And here's a little contrary too. Bills defense has been playing well, but do we see them come back to earth actually playing a top offense? They played Cardinals, good offense. What happened? 28 points, right? Then they go to the Jags, terrible, let up 10. And I'm drawing a blank because they played all week too.
I don't think that the Bills' offense is as good as
I played the
they've shown.
Dolphins.
The Dolphins week 2 with no Tua. They're letting up 10
refuse to
points again.
believe that the Bills'
I
offense is
think
as good.
yes, 1 unit play for me on the over.
They played the Cardinals,
Brant?
the Dolphins on a Thursday night, and the fucking Jags were like. I just don't think this offense is as good as we're getting credit for.
Yeah, well, the Ravens defense definitely isn't good. Brant?
1 unit Bills plus 2.5.
Fucking sharp.
Any reason for that?
Better team getting points.
Do I have any reason for this? Yes. The Ravens are the most overrated team in the NFL 10 years running.
Facts. This defense is looking a lot like O2, Brant.
They've got the kind of style that's been built by guys like Ed Reed and Ray Lewis. You know, you just expect this team to come out hitting hard.
When they did the matchup last year in the playoffs with fucking Roquan Smith as Ray Lewis and Kyle Hamilton as Ed Reed, I about lost my mind, dude.
Okay, Kyle Hamilton fucks. He's not Ed Reed, but Kyle
Also,
Hamilton's awesome.
Marlon Humphrey is the most toasted corner in the league.
Barbecue chicken, brother.
It's literally barbecue chicken, dude.
Finster, then Corey, we got anything on this?
Corey, go ahead first. I want to hear your take before I say anything.
Yeah, I actually did have a play in this game, but one of you guys really made a convincing argument for why I should pivot over to your play. It is Luke. I'm gonna backpack the teaser that Luke just said. Bills plus 8.5 and under 52.
I lied. This is not the week Corey goes red. He's so sharp here.
we're gonna back Luke on that.
Luke one play.
Fister.
Come on.
Yeah, dude, I really wanted to take the Bills, and then you guys all said Bills, and then I get flashbacks back to the Texans.
Jesus,
and we all got burnt on the
Just
fucking
do
Texans.
it. Don't
Not
overthink
me.
it. Don't
Not
use
me.
You're literally doing what you said not
You're
to do
literally just
2
dogged
games
me
ago.
for doing
No.
this
That's
Yeah,
not what
I
I'm saying.
wasn't
I'm
on-
using
I
my
wasn't
head
on the
too because
Texans
I'm thinking,
either.
man, this is Lamar Jackson, and look how good Derrick Henry looked last week with 144 yards.
Cowboys stink.
I'm not
What did
taking
Derrick
it.
Henry do the first 2 weeks?
He's
Other than
really
his touchdown
good.
in KC.
Derrick Henry ain't been bad, dude.
He the week before that, he
Hit 97.
it was the Raiders, wasn't it? It was
Who
the
won that
Raiders.
game,
He had
by the way?
84 yards, 4.7 yards per carry.
All right, Fizz, you got to play here? What are we doing?
No, I'm not going to take it. I really wanted to
Alright,
take the
great.
Bills though.
Moving on. This is the worst game of the week 4 slate. And if
It
you
might
think
be,
any
actually.
different, you're stupid. Tennessee Titans on the road in Miami with God knows who the fuck is going to play quarterback for
Can we talk
Miami.
about that before? Okay, you finish.
I'm going to get into the side of the total. Miami -1 at home. Some fucking how. That just attests to how bad this Titans team is. Shaded to the road dog +1 -115. Over under the lowest total of the week. 36.5. Shaded to the over -112. Luke, go on your rant.
Yeah, so let's just talk about Mike McDaniel's infatuation with Scott Thompson. I do not understand it. This guy is legitimately one of the worst quarterbacks that I have ever seen play in the National Football League. And this guy's coming out in press conferences today. Oh, we really hope Tyler Skyler can go. We really don't know. Like, we hope that he can be there for the practice at the end of the week so that he can play. I don't get it. Tim Boyle has more experience playing quarterback in this league. I don't understand what his infatuation is with this guy. He fucking stinks. I will not bet on the Dolphins for a single game with Skylar Thompson as a QB. I've been on the Titans. Everybody knows this. I like them in this spot especially, but I'm not betting it because guess what? I ain't going to watch a fucking second of this game. Not a shot in hell I watch a single second of this game. You have Bills-Ravens on at the same time as this game. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
This is the Monday night game. This is Monday night.
Fuck.
You will be. You definitely will be watching this game. You retard.
I will not be watching this game. Fuck, that was a bad call. Seahawks Lions would be a better game than this anyway. Same deal. I won't be betting this game. I won't be watching this game. I will have a play come Thursday for the player props. It will mostly be all
Corey.
Yeah, if you bet on this game, you should be sentenced to Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah, you should be injected into it.
Well, let me go ahead and throw me in the fucking ringer. If you guys were sharp and tailed me last week with the under with the Dolphins at 41.5 against the Seahawks, that 2-unit play hit, plugging myself. We're going right back in under 36.5, 2-unit play. We're coming right back to the same deal. Skylar Thompson fucking couldn't breathe. Now we're looking at Snoop Huntley or Tim Boyle. Jesus fucking Christ is what I wrote. Titans have to, and here's the deal. Titans have to go ultra conservative this game, knowing the situation in Miami with the quarterbacks. They can't let Levis give this game away. This is their best chance to get a win all year, right here, right now. I also lean Titans to get their first win as well. But Callahan and the Titans go ultra conservative, knowing how bad Levis has been struggling. It's run both sides. It's under 36.5 2-unit play for me all fucking day. I will be tailing Dolphins unders until we figure out what happens with Tua.
Starting Tony Pollard
all year.
Travis Etienne this week.
All year.
I'll piggyback.
Tyler Huntley made the Pro Bowl.
Brant, you got a pick in this bet on this?
No, that's all. Tyler Huntley made the Pro Bowl.
I've got I've got to play.
Take some free money. Just take the fucking under and make some money.
Brother, I'm already 2 steps ahead of you.
Thank you.
One, Skylar Thompson, his arm sleeve looks fucking cool, though. I'll give him credit where credit's due on that. He plays the part out there. I literally have in my notes here, bet it, wait for the Seahawks-Detroit Lions game to start, and flip the channel.
Yes.
This game, you thought the Jets-Patriots game was boring. You're in store for a reckoning here. This game's going to suck so bad. And it's going to finish like 10-3. I'm calling it right now. So
you want to talk about your no touchdown score game?
Sprinkle no touchdowns.
Under 36.5, Corey, -108, 2 units, please.
Yeah, that's -108 at Corey as well for me. Finster, go ahead and take some free money. Just come on, think about it. It's gonna be fucking 10-3. Take the free money. Take the free money.
No, I won't even be watching this game. I'm with everyone else. This game.
You don't have to watch it. Bet the under and enjoy your Monday night.
Man, you guys just really want to peer pressure me in it.
It's so free. Dude. All of you should be taking this under. It is literally
all right. Give me the under. Give me the under.
It's so easy. Don't look. Bet it. Don't look. You're gonna win. You're gonna win. And you know what? Next week you're gonna go right back to whoever the fuck the Dolphins play and bet the under again.
A nasty player prop though of that game that we'll have to see.
Lovely. I'm glad that we got Finster on board for this bet, Hunter. Moving on, last game of the week 4 slate. It's been awesome. A lot of good bets, a lot of good takes, a lot of different takes. We love that. Seattle Seahawks on the road in Detroit. This line's moved a considerable amount. When I saw it open, it was 4.5. We're now down to Lions -3.5, -110. The line seems to have settled at 3.5, -110. Over under 47 flat, shade to the under -112. Corey, go ahead and take us off and finish it off here.
Yeah, not really too sure about this game, so I'm just gonna take the under 47. That seems right. You know what? Under.
Is Kenneth Walker playing?
Let's do with your chest.
Man,
I'm gonna take the under.
Bothering him. How many units?
1.
Side note: guess who the Dolphins play next week? It's fucking New England. I mean, it's fucking hilarious.
That total might be 35.
It's 36.5 once again. Moving on back to this game though. No. Moving back on though. Brant, you gonna play for this game?
Nope.
Finster, you gonna play for this game?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me Lions money line, Chiefs money line parlay -109. I don't think either of these teams lose this week.
Not even plus money when he's parlaying. That's crazy. Let me do. Let me go here.
Hang on a second. Did I hear someone like -10 units say something? I didn't hear.
Oh, got his ass.
Give him some respect. It's 9.6.
Respect. Give him some.
Oh shit, my bad, bro. I parlayed a -425 and a -180, and he's complaining about.
I'm sure everyone loves to hear
money.
you say a bunch of bullshit and then just take a fucking lean. So, anywho, let's get back into this. I'm actually here. I'm putting my fucking balls on. The
I
line.
love it. I love
it,
on
bro.
These podcasts, just come on Thursday night so you can give your bullshit player props. Nobody gives a fuck about player props. We want to hear about these lines. We want to hear about these sides.
People give a fuck about making money and not losing their fucking savings on this dumb place from
What
Luke
was the odds
Schultz,
on
bro.
that?
Like that's what they give a fuck about. That's what they give a fuck about, Luke. They give a fuck about making money.
No one should be printing money if they hate me.
No one's printing money. Play in your place, bro. No one's printing money.
I'm such a loser. Just
they're fucking burning it. That's what they're doing.
Yeah. All right.
Go ahead, give your fucking loser play. Go ahead, give it. We're listening.
Fucking winner right here. This is a fucking sharp play of the fucking week right here. It's Seahawks +3.5. The Seahawks defensive line has been fucking unbelievable with Mike McDonald coming in. They have the highest pass rush win rate in the fucking league. They're going to get after Goff. They're going to make him uncomfortable. Goff has not been sharp this year. This Lions offense has not been that good this year. I expect the Seahawks to keep this for sure close. I love getting a 3.5 here. That is beautiful. That is fucking fantastic. They've not blown a single team out. Dan Campbell still has some very weird decisions in game management. I love getting 3.5.
Hey, look, whatever you put on this game, real money wise, I'll take it. Book it for you.
Okay,
I just want to take your money. I just want to take your money. How bad that play is, -3.5 or +3.5.
It's such a bad play, Tony. Because you just, what do you lean here, Tony? Do you lean that the Lions
I already have a play. I already have a play.
Okay, all right.
I don't lean
Seahawks
anything.
+3.5.
If you would have fucking listened.
Yeah. Tony's a fucking clown. I'm gonna take two. I'm taking 2 Mega Max Whale, Turn the Key, Oppenheimer Tech, Joel play the fucking Q. Dating back to 2015, the Seattle Seahawks in their last 6 matchups are 6-0 against the Lions. And specifically their last 3 games, 80 points scored, 93 points scored, and 68 points scored. So I'm gonna go over 47, 3 units, Seahawks +3.5, 3 units. The Seahawks just play well against this team. And I don't think the Lions are the juggernaut we thought they were. Jared Goff is not playing what he needs to be playing. So Dave Montgomery and Jameer are awesome, but Luke's great point with the D-line, awesome. So I think this is a great spot for Seattle and Detroit.
Corey, did you have a point here?
No, I'm taking the under. No point.
Yeah, I think you guys have some interesting points. Just to recap, I mean, Lions needed that win against the Cardinals bad. They get it. Seahawks obviously 3-0. They've had the easiest schedule to this point, hence the 3-0 record. Now they play a much tougher opponents than the Lions, and I wrote, how will they bear? ? Lions give the Seahawks fits in this game, defensively, offensively, but I pass at the 3.5. I lean Lions. So, and you guys mentioned they haven't looked good. Misleading box scores every single time. Lions are gaining yards. They're not converting in the red zone. They're going to figure it out. I agree. They're going to figure it out. They're going to figure it out.
You said this in week 2 that they'd figure out the red zone problem. They, in fact, did not figure out that red zone problem.
For 1 week. They were great in the red zone last year with David Montgomery. I think
they'll figure it out. But amazing. Moving on, though, to the Whale Nuke play bets.
Can I real quick? I don't disagree with your over, Hunter. I just would like to say that 6 times ago that the Lions and Seahawks played, I'd be willing to bet that there's 0 of the same starters.
I said the past 3 times, and they date back to 2022 and last year in 2023.
Did you say 3 times? I'm sorry. I thought you said more.
3 times on the over. 6 times the Lions are the Seahawks are 6-0 in the past 6 dating back to 2015.
Okay, yeah.
Last 3 games.
But you didn't bet that.
I did.
+3.
I put the +3.5.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then my point stands. 6 times ago that they played, none of the same players on the team.
Past 3 times, there's still players on it. Geno Smith included.
Moving on to the Whale Nuke bets of the week 4 week. Brant, what do you got for your whale bet nuclear Oppenheimer play of the week?
Oh, the Washington and Arizona over. I did that for 3 units.
Finster, whale play of the week. Your best bet. Your best bet
on player props for sure. Have something.
Okay. Corey?
Player props.
What was mine? Oh yeah, it was Bears -2.5.
Bears -2.5. Luke?
Bengals -4.5. That is Nuke.
Hunter?
Go Red Rock.
I have 6 of them.
Okay, well, just give me your favorite one. I don't want all 6.
No, I'm going to list all 6 for the fans. CD over 80.5. Malik Neighbors over 70.5. Bengals -4.5. Chiefs and Jets teaser down -6 or down 6 points. Seahawks +3.5 over 47 in the Seahawks game.
So I purposely left myself last for this reason. I alluded earlier I had Chiefs in a 6-point teaser down to -2. I am pairing them with the Bills, my top 2 power rated teams at this moment, up to 8.5. That's a 9-unit play for me. That's a 3 times whale play. I went 9 units on a 2-team teaser. Chiefs down to -2, Bills up to 8.5. 9 units. That is my favorite bet of the year so far. I absolutely love it.
Josh Allen's going to get hurt in the first quarter or something. The Ravens.
Remember when Connor, when we first started sports gambling, when we were in college, we were freshmen in college, and it was when the Chiefs were like 5-0, and they played the Colts, who were like 1-4, and he's like, "There's no way. This is free money," and he put fucking $1,000 down on Chiefs minus.
So what's your point here,
Connor? You're betting $9,000 on this.
Yeah, hey, say what you want, but that's gonna be 9 for units for me. Moving on though, bankroll parlay of the week. I'm gonna go ahead first. I got let me get the odds though. I have Lions money line, Bengals money line parlayed. That's a 2-unit play for me. Let me get the odds. Hold please. Hold please. Of course it's at the fucking bottom. Who would have fucking imagined that?
I always forget that we're supposed to do one of these. I said last week I would do one. I forgot.
Just make one real quick. You want me to give you one?
I'm not tailing your dumbass. Corey, give me one.
Oh, it's Corey. That's a Bengals Lions money line is plus 126 2-unit play for me. Finster, yours was what
the Chiefs and the Lions.
Okay, Corey.
I don't have one. All of my plays are a bankroll builder.
Luke.
You're such a fucking douchebag.
Such a douchebag. Luke.
Mine's Saints Raiders at plus 292. That is a 1-unit play.
Huh?
Cardinals money line. Cardinals money line, Jets money line, Chiefs money line. A measly plus 151.
And Brant.
Give me Bears, Raiders.
I wouldn't bet this one, folks.
I wouldn't bet that one. Steelers. I like that.
What are the odds on that?
That's
Hold on, I'm getting
1.
I got it right here. I got it. It's Bears.
It's at least 3-1.
473. Plus 473.
Wow. A unit on that for Brant.
Build your bankroll.
1 unit on that, Brant?
I might actually just switch that for the
fake. half a unit?
No, I don't want to put any money on it. Thanks.
I'm actually putting money on this, actually, bro. That's actually sharp as fuck. I'm just fading the Bears.
Hunter, was that 1 unit on yours?
Putting the Rams in there.
Yeah, go that, and then fuck. I like Brant's too a lot. The odds are I like 473 on that.
Give me a unit, Corey.
I'll jump on Brant's as well. I like that. Fuck it.
What did I say?
What was the bet?
Steelers, Bears, Raiders.
I like it.
Hey,
Raiders, don't fuck us.
That is
that's
a
PARLA.
Plus 460. What was it?
472.
That is a wrap on the Week 4 pod. A huge shout out to the Miamisburg Vikings 7th grade football team. Big shout out to you guys. We got a big game versus Centerville tomorrow. Fuck, not next week.
Yeah.
Or today, I should say. It's fucking 12:43.
Silver.
So huge shout out. I know a lot of my boys are watching the podcast. I left this at the end, so you fucks had to watch the whole episode. Thank you for your money. That's the Week 4 totals and sides. We will be back.
Lots of leans from someone.
We will be back Thursday.
Lots of losers from somebody else.
We will be back Thursday with player props as usual. Try to get more of us here. And then Sunday we will do our recap episode. And it's business as usual, boys. Let's make that fucking bread. You already know. That's gonna be a wrap. Peace.
I need $1 bad.